Somebody pick up. Pick up!
You're listening to a special holiday episode of the Three Shelf Podcast. Timestamps in the description to skip to the specific movie. Okay, so Justin, worst Christmas song.
Worst Christmas song. Damn.
There's tons. Come on. There's tons. How about you, Lily?
What
are some of the worst Christmas songs? There's tons. Are you kidding me?
Christmas songs.
I don't like hate.
You don't find like some of the Christmas songs like just absolutely inseparable?
Yes, I definitely do. I just like need a second.
I said this before, but I think "Santa Tell Me" by Ariana Grande is trash.
I agree, but like the video hits. I mean, I don't think it's that bad.
The video hits, but like
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I hate it. I wouldn't say like.
All right, then find a song that you dislike at least. Strongly dislike. If you don't hate anything.
A lot of people hate "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Yeah, I feel like that's because it's overplayed.
One,
I think it's actually a good song.
It's overplayed, but I think it's a good song.
I hate. Okay, I can't think of a song I hate because I feel like I don't hate many things, but I'll say this. I hate when I'm in a clothing store and I'll hear like a modern like cover
of a classic song. Yeah.
Okay.
Just play the original.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear.
It's like some random white dude that looks like he's from like a postcard or something like that.
It's like
that one album. He's like, you know, that one that's like a guy in like a sweater and he's like holding the gift in his back. I don't know what it is, but it's like a specific like cover, and he has like all these covers, and it's like really popular. That
I don't know.
Okay, I have one.
Which one?
The Mistletoe, Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah,
there's a line. There's a line in that song that when I was a kid, I used to think it was really funny and I'd make fun of it. Word on the street, Santa's coming tonight. Like he's like, oh, like word on the street, like Santa's coming tonight.
He's like, he may come tonight. I don't know if he's real or not, you know.
That's just like what people are like, word on the street.
Saying like word on the street also makes him sound like a cool guy. Like
yeah, that's why I thought it was funny.
Yeah, so I've heard that like Santa's coming tonight. I don't know.
What I was thinking of like the word like, I hate like covers of like classics. I don't hate like if somebody like little kid like wants to make like a cover on YouTube or like whatever. It's like do your thing, but like, and I think even like there's some great covers out there obviously. But I'm saying like
Bruce Springsteen.
If I'm at like a clothing store at like the mall or something, and I've like this has just happened before. I walk into like a Macy's or something, and they play like Last Christmas, but it's like some stupid like modern version today, slowed down version.
And I actually didn't even know which one you're talking about.
Like a ballad version.
Yeah, just play the Wham. Just play the Wham.
Yeah, I agree.
That's true.
And the Bruce Springsteen one, I don't like.
Why?
Santa
yes, that. Oh my God.
I don't dislike it. I don't.
I think it's hype. I think it's.
I can't think of a single Christmas song that I hate.
Yeah, same. I don't hate.
But I can't say I'm like a big Christmas song guy. I don't love Christmas songs. I just don't hate them either. They're like, when you hear them, and they get you in the spirit. But I usually don't turn them on myself.
I do.
I like to get it into the spirit sometimes.
I like Christmas songs that are like I'm very fond of, like when like bands I like do Christmas songs. Like there's this the Cocteau Twins, like this like dream pop band. They did Frosty the Snowman. It was like a dreamy version.
Wait, have you heard the DMX cover of Frosty the Snowman? Oh no, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
No, but that sounds interesting. I also like the old like jazz standards of like, you know, the classic Christmas
I have one.
Oh wait,
you
know what's actually good Christmas music that I love putting on? Charlie Brown Christmas special music.
That's my favorite.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
So good.
Wait, but I just have one more. Michael Bublé. I think his voice is a little annoying, honestly.
Who? Who's this?
Michael Bublé. He's like
popular. He has like really popular Christmas album. You definitely
Wait, that's the one I was describing. It's the one he's like in a.
Yes! Oh my God, that is the one.
Yeah.
That is the one.
That's exactly what
I'm sorry, but there's just something about that guy that. Did you see
I hate it. That's what I was like, ugh.
Wait, this is unrelated, but did you see the bubbly commercial that he did? Because his last name is Bublé, and he was like trying to like change the bubble name to Bublé. Like I just can't. I don't know.
When my brother was younger, he like read his name as Michael Bubble, and everybody was making fun of him.
Wait, so then favorite Christmas song?
Yeah, I think Wham! Last Christmas.
That's my favorite. Wham! Last Christmas is the best Christmas song ever.
I like Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, but like now that song is weirdly overplayed. I don't know how this became like one of the most popular Christmas songs, but
or I was gonna say
because it's on TikTok now.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Like I like the Nat King Cole ones, or I like the Elvis one, or like the Frank Sinatra ones. Like I like the old like
classic,
the classic ones. But
Let It Snow is also a good one.
The Charlie Brown ones.
Charlie Brown one's great, but as far as the one I want to listen to like most, that just makes me feel like the Wham! One is just I love that song. I actually like that song.
Same.
Not just like, oh, this is a Christmas, like
it's a good love song.
It's a good song.
It's a good love song. It's a great love song. What am I saying?
It's a broken heart
the
song.
melodies.
Oh, it's so good.
As a fellow synth pop
Driver.
Synth enthusiast.
synth enthusiast musician myself, you know, the Wham classic, you know, it's hard to hate.
Anyway, we have movies to get to. Our first movie was picked by Lily over here.
You can own the movie that's a fun-filled delight for the whole family. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Coming to video this fall.
My pick was Nightmare Before Christmas. While I do actually argue that this is a Halloween movie, I just wanted an excuse to talk about it and watch it because it's a great movie. And it does have Christmas themes, Christmas spirit like in the middle of it. Overall, love Tim Burton. I think it's
Is
a
it
great
your
movie.
favorite? Like, I know it's not directed by Tim Burton, but is it like your favorite Tim Burton?
I would say definitely. I think his older movies were better, and
Oh, no
For sure.
competition.
But yeah,
No
yeah.
competition.
Even
I
like,
think
did you see Wednesday?
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's good. Well, how is that? Wait, how is that like the most popular show on like Netflix?
I
now?
know.
That surprises
It
me.
beats
I'm
Str-
honestly not
Like
surprised.
my barber brought it up. I'm like, what? This is like a
Stranger Things.
yeah.
My family watched it over Thanksgiving. Like they watched the entire episode series in
Was it good?
one day. So I was like watching a little bit of it.
Kind of looks like too young adult.
Yeah.
But everyone is talking.
It's very
about
young
Looks
adult.
too
it.
young
So
adult
like
for me, too.
I'm
Oh,
kind of interested
Speaking
in it.
of, we were talking about the movie X before the
Yeah.
podcast, and you know that's Jenna Ortega.
Oh yeah, she's a really good actress.
I think she's a good actress too.
I don't want to get off topic here, but I just want to say that I don't know. I think the decline and of Tim Burton, like I don't want to hate on Tim Burton here, but I
He's
feel
become
like
more of a brand
he was
to
really,
me
you
than
know,
than like
Yeah,
an
that's
artist.
actually
Like,
very
it's all, like
accurate.
it's like oh like
He
it's
really-
a Tim Burton's new Netflix
he
series.
really
you
sold
know?
out, and it was like he kind of prided himself on being like, oh, I'm different, no, I'm
Yeah.
dark, and now
Even his Batman movies were like
Yeah.
his Batman
Yeah.
movies, you know?
and
But
now
I love his style.
he just seems like a big sellout now. Like I'm not dissing Tim Burton, but I just feel like in later years he just makes like a bunch of like kid Disney
Remakes.
movies.
It doesn't.
Well,
seem-
it was just,
doesn't
like,
seem
cringe humor.
Where's I don't know. It doesn't
Where's
seem
Ed-
as passionate.
Yeah, like
It's,
Edward Scissorhands was like,
very passionate for
and like
him.
Ed Wood, like he had so many great movies back
Yeah.
then.
Even this one, Nightmare
No,
Before
before
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah. Nightmare Before.
Henry Selick.
Yes.
So you guys both think that this is a Christmas movie.
Mhm.
Again, I think it's both and could be enjoyed as either one, but I would say it's a Christmas movie if I had to pick.
But how can you say it when This Is Halloween is like the main?
Okay,
It's
because
the entry. It's the introduction to the
The-
Halloween world.
even though
Yeah.
it has Halloween imagery and iconography and all that, the like themes and like the real spirit and like the heart of the movie is like lines up with like the Christmas
Yeah.
more than it does Halloween.
It's all semantics, but like to me, if I'm gonna pick whether to watch this during Halloween or Christmas, I feel like it's more appropriate watching it during Christmas. I feel like Halloween is more for like horror, straight up
Yeah.
horror films and stuff like that. Not to say that like you have to be watching certain movies at certain times, but for me, I just like it fits the Christmas vibe.
I just feel
a
like
lot more.
watching it for Halloween makes me like get the Halloween fix, but then also be
Also,
excited
yeah,
for Christmas.
That's
yeah,
fine.
it's a good transition film.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
watch
I
it,
think
like,
it's
if you watch it-
November.
If you watch it like
If you watch
on
like,
Halloween,
Halloween, it's perfect.
that would be.
That's why I
perfect,
think it's a
you
good
know?
movie for
That's why
Halloween.
it came out. It
but
came
it
out.
won't get me hyped for the Halloween season. I feel like it's too
Yeah.
early. But if you watch it
Yeah.
on Halloween when you kind of already got it out of you mostly,
Mhm.
like the Halloween season.
Okay, that's a fair compromise.
I have a question now. What is like your favorite song? Because you mentioned This Is Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is the best song?
From the movie,
Mhm.
I would say This Is Halloween. But then the What's This one is also pretty fire, honestly. You know the one I'm talking about when
Yeah, I
he's
know.
like,
What's
yeah.
This? What's this?
I
Of
think
course, of
that This
course.
Is Halloween one is better though.
Danny Elfman.
Yeah. Oh, he kills it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oingo
we did- we-
Boingo. Have you ever
What is it?
Oingo Boingo? That's his band.
Do you know the song Happy?
I don't know. I know.
He has
Late night party or Dead Man's Party or something
He
like
has a
that.
song, like a solo song that he just put out a couple years ago called
Mhm.
Happy. It's like mental. You have to see the video.
Really?
for
You
it.
have to see it after. We'll
I
show
know
you
he's a
after.
wild
It's
guy.
really
I've
good.
seen
He's
his,
really
I've seen his
wild.
album covers, and
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. Okay.
He voiced Jack Skellington.
Yeah.
Yeah. He voices the singing part. I don't think
No, he does.
No, he
does
voices
voice
the
both
regular
of them.
part. Yeah.
I think for Sally, it's her name.
Yeah.
Right? I think for Sally, it was two different voices. For
Oh,
singing
okay.
And
Oh, they did a pretty good job.
yeah,
You know that he's doing like live Nightmare Before Christmas shows. Danny Elfman is.
I saw that he did it like with like Billie Eilish, and he did it
then
with Phoebe Bridgers. Yeah, that seems cool. I would like to see that. What's your favorite song, Justin?
This is Halloween, probably.
I'm just gonna say one
Yeah.
word. Interesting.
I think the Boogeyman song is kind of underrated, and like the effects
Oh, I
used
know what you're
in
talking
that scene is really cool. An underrated one is "Kidnap the Santa Claus."
Okay.
I don't know why, but like the "Kidnap the Santa Claus."
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
actually really catchy.
Yes, really catchy. And I don't know, those characters are always like the designs always freak me out because they had like mask over their mask. You know what I'm talking about?
Wait, I saw this video that someone sampled that song.
Really?
You have to look for it. Try and look for it because it's kind of funny. Like someone sampled
Kidnap
that.
the Santa
Yeah,
Claus.
and like it's like a popular song.
You know what I wanted to say about this movie? When I rewatched it, it's so short.
Yeah, it's hour 19
It's
minutes.
hour 19. It like speeds by, and it has to do with like the it being like stop motion and shit like that.
Oh yeah. I think we should talk about the stop motion. I mean, like,
it's hard. It's hard to like. It seems so natural now looking at it, but like I don't know. I don't know how claymation was back in the day, like how advanced it was. So I don't know if this was considered like
groundbreaking. I think
groundbreaking.
It was,
Yeah, it has to be.
Well,
if it was...
I feel like stop motion in general, like, it's my personal favorite animation form.
Me too.
And I just feel like every single stop motion movie feels like alive. Where, and not to say that all other anime movies don't, but I just feel like stop motion has this like thing that like
It brings it to
tangible.
life.
It feels
it's
tangible.
yeah.
It's
Have you,
tangible. It
I
has a
saw
tangibility
something
to
about
it.
like Wes Anderson's films and how he when he does stop motion, he doesn't like to comb the hairs from his. He uses real hairs, so that when they move the figures, it can look
real.
real. and
It looks
stuff
like the hair's
that.
like moving.
Yeah.
It gives all these movies kind of like a magical, like the new Pinocchio, Guillermo del Toro. I saw this video where he was saying that in order to make the people look more real, he'll like make the puppets like stumble when they walk and stuff, so it doesn't look perfect. Like he like
It's like makes it
focused
like
on
quirkier.
imperfections. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, what's that new Tim Burton movie? It's on Netflix.
Oh, you're thinking of the Henry Selick one.
Oh,
but-
that-
yeah.
Freaking always
See
get
what I
them
mean?
wrong.
They get confused
They
with
get
each
so-
other.
It's
They,
like Wendell and Wild or something.
Yeah. They both have Netflix shit out now. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Henry
Couldn't
Selick
find a
did.
sample
Oh, you
thing.
couldn't find
Nah.
it? Look for it later. I
Henry
guess.
Selick did Coraline, the new Wendell and Wild.
Did he do Box Trolls? Do you remember that one?
No, it wasn't him. That
Did you
was
see Coraline, Ethan? I know you
Oh,
said you.
Paranorman. Do you remember? Do you
that
know
wasn't
that
him
one?
either.
No.
But
Did you see Coraline?
you're talking.
I
about,
love Coraline.
Those are like
Oh, did you watch it recently? Because I
watched
remember.
it in theaters.
Ethan. Those are
Oh, I don't
Lycia
know why I
movies.
thought-
What you meant?
I watched it recently too.
I think it's called Lycia. Like the name of it.
Lycia Studios. Yeah.
But he also made James and the Giant Peach.
Oh, that's what he made. Yeah, James and the Giant Peach is actually a good movie. I don't know. It's not. I've seen this movie so many times.
Yeah, I
like
have too.
I have like little to say about it. It's
Yeah.
just like a classic,
Classic.
movie. It's
And
not one of my favorite Tim Burton. It's like I still like Beetlejuice more. I
Edward
still like
Scissorhands
Oh,
is my
Beetlejuice
favorite
is good.
Edward Scissorhands
that I've seen.
is pretty good. I really like his Batman movies.
Yeah.
a lot. I just love his take on Batman.
I haven't seen Mars Attacks, but I want to.
I heard Edward is good too.
Edward. Yeah. Johnny Depp.
I don't know. His early work is just so
I know
good.
it is.
It's just
that's
so
why it's a
good.
shame because
It just,
And,
I feel
like-
like he lost his like unique like. I feel like Wednesday
Like I
doesn't
said,
really look like
it's like
Tim
a
Burton.
brand.
Do you know what I
No,
mean?
I think it looks like Tim Burton.
It
but
Yeah,
does.
it does look
Actually,
like Tim
I take that
Burton's.
back. I kind of I take it back because you know the world when they're in like I don't know where they're. It's like a
I don't want to talk
pilgrim-looking
too
world.
much about Wednesday because I haven't seen it, and like maybe it actually is good if I gave it a shot.
Okay, well,
But
you know, like ever
I'm
since
just talking about his recent films.
Alice in Wonderland and onwards is like his downfall to me.
Alice Onward?
No, I actually you didn't even see Onwards. It was.
I don't
good.
think
No,
that's
no,
him.
no, no,
I don't
no.
think that's him.
Alice in Wonderland and like his like.
Oh, and
after-
On.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was thinking of the movie for some reason.
Yeah, because that was I think was that
That was
stop
an
motion
anime.
too?
I
Or
don't know if it
that
was
just
animation, but it was an animated.
I don't know why when
movie.
you said that I
didn't
thought
hate
you
Alice in
liked
Wonderland the first
Yeah.
one, but I feel like that was like his start into. Like,
I feel like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory
Oh,
was.
Charlie and the Chocolate Yeah, oh, you know what's good? Big Fish.
Big Fish is good.
I haven't seen
I don't know. All his other movies have been kind of like recently have been kind of uninspired. Like Dumbo.
Dumbo,
He
yeah.
himself said that like working on that film was just
And
like
I,
awful.
I kind of wish they made Dumbo good because I find like the original animation Dumbo really good, the Disney one.
Yeah, it's
trippy,
the
too,
trippy
yeah.
part when they get drunk.
Yeah.
That one sequence. I love
And
that sequence.
I feel like the carnival backdrop is cool. Like I feel like that movie could like his Dumbo could have been like really. Like, I feel
Yeah,
like his
but it
style
was
was
like-
with it.
I didn't see it, but it just looked like too formulaic. It looked like I didn't
actually
hear
feel
great
like-
things about it.
I was talking about Guillermo del Toro. I feel like he could have made a good Dumbo, honestly, because he does the
Yeah.
carnival stuff really well.
Yeah, Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nightmare Alley.
But
This is sad. We're talking about how Tim Burton used to be great, but hey,
feel like
maybe
that's so mean,
maybe
but-
the new Wednesday show is actually good. I haven't seen it.
But anyway.
Everyone else has
didn't-
apparently.
I have to give it another shot. Like I
I
was
feel
just
like you
watching
would
it
have
in the
seen
background.
it, Lily. I feel like
yeah. I want to, but then when I saw my family watching it,
Why,
like
Ethan,
there was cool parts of
because
it,
she's
but
a young, edgy woman.
yeah. Target audience, clearly. I'm sorry, but that you are the target audience
Maybe I'll be-
for Wednesday, Lily. I'm sorry.
maybe I'll be Wednesday for Halloween. That's gonna be the giant
That's
costume
definitely
now.
gonna be a
I should have
huge
been it this year.
Yeah,
I was gonna be
You
Wednesday.
notice
You're
that like
gonna
all
have
these
it
before.
Netflix shows has like that. They did try to have like that one viral moment.
They have the dance scene.
Yeah, the
obviously.
dance scene.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
succeeded though.
Yeah, they did. It's a lot better than Eddie's stupid fucking guitar
I'm
solo.
not gonna lie.
Wait, I have to.
I have no interest in the show, but the dance scene kind of
the-
hits.
but
The dance
also-
scene
No, the
hits.
dance scene did hit. I'm
You know
like,
how it's a Lady Gaga song that's like popular.
It has
with
the cramps. And,
Have you
it-
seen
no,
that or
it has,
no?
it has the cramps.
No,
I
know, but
saw a
every-
TikTok where it's like,
It's Lady Gaga. The song.
oh really?
No,
no, I thought it was
I
the
know
Cramps.
it's the Cramps, but it's like it's like a TikTok thing that it's only the Lady Gaga song.
Oh,
They, like,
that's
take the
probably
Cramps
why
song
it's
out?
popular,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, I don't.
It's like
understand.
people like redoing her dance, but it's a Lady Gaga song in the background.
Oh, well, I saw Lady Gaga do a version of the dance.
That's why, because her song for some reason was like popular with it.
No,
But yeah, the dance
you know
was
what?
cool.
At least Tim Burton has a very extremely popular show now.
Yeah.
He's more popular than ever.
Yeah, which is crazy. I thought he was
Yeah.
kind of falling off. Like Dumbo wasn't really successful.
Yeah. Well, that's
But
why all it takes is a
Nightmare
Netflix
Before
show.
Christmas is a great film. There's no doubt about that.
Mhm.
Is it a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie? The world may never know. I think it's a Christmas movie, but some may not agree with me.
I think most people think it's a Halloween movie, except
it has
both of
great
you.
music by Danny Elfman.
Yep.
The direction by Henry Selick's great. The stop motion animation is fantastic, and I think it's what's really good about it, and it has a strong rewatch value because it's so quick. And as far as like other animated movies and other Christmas movies, I feel like this is one any age group could really enjoy because the stop motion animation, I feel like the artistry of it, anyone could appreciate that, not just little kids. Like adults like that too.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like it's darker. It's not so like it doesn't have like a bunch of little corny humor and stuff. I feel like it really is good for all ages.
I feel like you're talking about another movie.
No.
That we're about to talk about here.
I guess I'm kind of shading another movie we're going to discuss, but I'm also
Yeah.
just thinking about like any other like, because I guess it's kind of considered a kids movie, you know.
But he also
But
makes great characters.
It's
I mean,
not. It's not
it-
just a kids movie. It kind of
No, it's
exceeds
definitely
that to me,
You know, it's weird. It's a Disney movie too.
which is odd.
yeah.
yeah.
It was on.
And what I
Which,
like
by
about
the
this-
way, where I know they did Nightmare on Elm Street for Haunted Mansion in Disney World. They like redo it in Disneyland.
Nightmare
I mean,
Before Christmas.
yeah, they do it in I think in the California one. They
Or
do
Wait,
Night-
really?
wait,
for
yeah.
for
But, like,
Halloween?
where's
Nightmare
the
on Elm
night-
Street or Nightmare Before
Night Before.
Christmas?
I said Nightmare Before Christmas.
No,
Didn't
you
I?
said Nightmare on Elm Street. I think.
Oh, I did. Well, whatever. I used.
Freddy Krueger at Disney.
Yeah. Why is there no like Nightmare Before Christmas ride?
Oh,
at
wait.
fucking
There totally should
Disney
be.
World.
I
They
That would be a big hit
Yeah.
too.
Nightmare Before Christmas. I saw that they do for the Christmas.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
but like I want like an entire ride. That would be cool.
They should do an entire world.
also, I think
Imagine the Halloween world, and then there'd be like a door, and then you'd enter the Christmas world.
what
Yeah, that would be.
That'd
cool,
be really cool.
honestly.
what makes this movie good too is just how like unique and iconic it is. Like, there's so many shots in it that I feel like are just like
the hill,
the
hilltop,
hill, obviously. Yeah,
Lagoon.
and just like there's so many like when he's like Santa too. There's
the
like
character designs are like
the
A1,
char- like the-
too.
like the
mayor
production
with the
design,
Wait, what's he
yeah.
called? What did they call himself? Santa Claus with a CLAWS. Doesn't he call
Oh
himself?
yeah,
think so,
claws.
so it just I feel like it's definitely something that it's like just ingrained in pop culture and for good reason too. It's not just like a classic. It I feel like it definitely deserves its place as a classic.
Yeah, it was so much of a classic that I did some trivia. There was a sequel that they were trying to do. It was supposed to be computer animated and not stop
Oh
motion.
my god. Are you
And,
serious?
Tim Burton said he convinced them to drop the idea.
Good.
Good.
I'm surprised.
The whole-
I thought
I
he
could
would be
just
down-
picture
The
it
whole
being.
charm of the movie is
Yeah,
that
is that it's exactly.
Yeah.
stop motion.
What would it be about? Like, if I had to pitch a sequel, it would probably be like, oh, he goes Easter next, or like,
Also, this movie
They like tease that. Remember
yeah,
when he's like
they show the
looking through-
Easter
yeah.
bunny and shit like
this
that.
movie is kind of timeless too.
It's very timeless.
Because
Oh,
I feel
yeah,
like
for
other
sure.
animated movies don't age well or look as good. This movie will look good until the end of time.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the good thing with stop
Oh, that's
motion.
another thing
too.
about stop motion
Yeah.
too. Like computer animation wasn't even at like the 3D stage
No.
yet. So like this is the only way you could really
And
show 3D
and it
figures.
looks just as good now as it did back then.
Wait.
way better. I mean,
Yeah.
if you compare this with like Toy Story, there's no, competition.
I'm saying like Nightmare on Elm Street looks as good as it does
Elm
today.
Street. We've
for
been
when
calling it.
Oh my god.
Let's get to general thoughts then. I mean, let's get to final thoughts.
Okay.
final ratings for Nightmare Before Christmas, not Elm Street.
Honestly, for me, it's what are we rating out of?
Out of 10.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
10 out of 10 for me.
Okay.
Because, like, obviously, I feel like when you say something like this, people would be like, oh, well, there's, like, a better movie that exists, technically. Which is kind of what we were talking about earlier. But I just kind of view it as a 10 out of 10 because personal, like, childhood movie. But also, I think it's a great movie.
It's flawless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say 10 out of 10 too. And I hate like throwing like, oh, 10 out of 10, but it's just like I feel like with this movie it's that I try to like make these like scales based off of like personal taste and also like how good it actually is. And I feel like
Yeah, you have to like mix both.
Nightmare Before Christmas it perfectly exceeds what it sets out to do. And as a stop motion movie, it's probably the best, if not top 3.
I think I like Coraline better. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, yeah,
I think Coraline is like
Coraline is a comfort movie for me.
Okay, I prefer
comfort movie. I find that movie terrifying.
I watched it. I've watched it so many times.
That movie scared the shit out of me.
I
as a
prefer
kid.
Coraline
Me too.
too, I think, but if you were to think
Like
of
the
one
mother.
stop
Holy fuck.
The other mother.
Other mother's
to think of
scary.
one stop motion movie, I think
Scary.
Nightmare Before Christmas goes down in history as like the
The
stop motion
quintessential.
movie.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think it like kind of revolutionized the genre, and for that I think it's you can't say it's not a perfect movie.
What about you?
It's not my
I mean,
personal
it's like
favorite
perfect movie, but the way I rate things is also by enjoyment, and like I don't know. To me, it's still like just a standard like kids movie at the end of the day. So I'll give it an 8. Still great, but it's not one of my favorites. It's not even one of my favorite Tim Burton movies.
Well, for my personal enjoyment factor,
Yeah.
it would be like a 7.
All right, dude, stick with that then. Don't be
No,
afraid.
no.
Don't be afraid to
No.
call don't.
But I'm saying
for what it sets out to do.
just because of the influence it had, what it set
Yeah.
out to do, the artistry,
It's
can't-
iconic.
So I can't just like base this one just off of because I feel like it's a 7 for my personal enjoyment, but it's like it far exceeds a 10 for
Oh.
its everything else.
Like
you
its
know?
relevance
Its
in, like,
relevance,
film.
and yeah.
To talk about the other movie, the extra movie that we said we wanted to talk about.
What's that?
It's a Netflix movie starring
Lindsay.
Lindsay
Miss
motherfucking Lohan.
Lohan.
Miss Lohan is making her return.
Okay, I have a
I
trivia
thought it was
for
longer.
you.
I did some research. This is her first movie in 3 years, meaning she made a movie in 2019.
What movie was it? Do you even know?
I looked it up. It has a 1.6 on Letterboxd. It's yeah.
What is this
She's
called?
in a Paul Schrader movie too.
Oh yeah.
Recently.
So
Like, what?
her just look and vibe does not make sense with what this movie is.
Yeah. She's
Yeah,
like,
that is
she's
what
like the
it
bad
is.
girl, and she's like
That's what I'm
she's
saying.
Like
She's playing a Hallmark character. It just like
Yeah.
it just felt weird. But
And her
again,
character before she gets amnesia, which by the way, so the most cliche thing you could have done is have her have like amnesia and like lose her memory.
nobody would watch this movie though if she wasn't in it. I think it's only
That's the reason I watched
it's only
it.
popular for that reason.
Yeah, I mean that's why it was made. This
Wait,
movie
what
would
about
not-
her
Oh wait, I
boyfriend?
want to. The boyfriend, was
boyfriend in the beginning.
literally the worst. Okay, the boyfriend in the beginning kind of hit.
He did.
He hit. He
hit.
hit. But the other guy did not.
No, he was
That guy was a fucking
Frosted
bland.
Tips. Frosted Tips. Did you
Who,
see
the guy
that?
she
Which
ended-
one?
The guy
He gave
she
The guy
himself-
she ended up.
He had those
That guy was-
thick highlights.
That guy was so vanilla.
Yeah,
What
I
a
liked the other
fucking-
boyfriend more.
I know.
He found someone new at the end.
Oh yeah,
he
that was
did.
out of nowhere. But that
was
was
funny.
honestly the one legit
Ethan,
thing.
It wasn't out of nowhere.
Okay.
Earlier in the movie, they
mentioned
alluded to it.
Wow, I'm sorry.
guy-
I wasn't fully invested into the movie.
You
guys.
missed this pivotal.
Lily, what did he say?
Typical
What did
plot
he say?
He said to him,
earlier in the movie.
he said to him like he was. Wait, I don't. What did he say? to
Even
him?
though
I just know I remember they were
if it
talking.
was- if it
Oh, like
was
that
in the-
color?
Oh yeah, he was like,
Oh,
oh
okay.
that color looks
But
so
if,
good on
if
you.
it was if it was in the movie, it was still funny. Like the reveal was kind of funny. Yeah, I have nothing to say about this. I just thought it was kind of trash, but it's an interesting relic in the streaming world we are in now. We can dig up.
Netflix is making
Old.
Hallmark movies.
Would you say it was a worth a rewatch? Like, is it gonna be a holiday classic?
I'm not gonna lie. I struggled to even finish it, but
I'm gonna say a hot take here
What?
that everyone's gonna shit on me for.
Wait, I have to say something
I'm
first.
scared. Okay.
I'm gonna always remember Lindsay Lohan in the pink suit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
That was kind of like
that fit.
a staple.
I looked up some trivia too.
The
that was
fit
her
hit.
favorite
The
fit
fit
of the shoot.
Are
So
you guys ready for this?
she has good taste.
Do
Do not say this is better than Home Alone.
It's not. It's no way.
Okay.
It's not.
I was scared for a
But
second.
I enjoyed it more than Home Alone.
Justin, this is
watching Home
I'm not
Alone
gonna
with
lie.
Justin was a
I'm
terrible
trying-
experience.
Justin, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to be really nice to this movie. This is honestly one of the worst things I've seen. This is the worst thing I've seen all year.
The Lindsay Lohan movie?
Yes.
Yes, but
it was painful.
but-
how could you?
because I feel like
can't.
it was so bad, but it knew it was bad. And
Okay,
yes.
it knew it was bad,
It was
but it was
just-
not even. Just because something knows it's bad and
No.
it continues to do the bad thing does not
It
mean
was stupid and corny, but it was
self-awareness
but-
is the worst thing.
But no,
man.
but it was fun. I found it to be fun.
What
It was fun.
Okay,
I had fun watching it.
it was
No, when me and Lily watched this, we were just laughing and making fun of it the whole time. It was fun.
I found it really like depressing. It was
Wait,
not even
what?
like just watching an unfunny Lindsay Lohan walk through this. What was fun about it?
It was
There's
really
no funny.
It was
Okay.
fun because of how
it
like
legitimately
wait.
thought
It
like
was-
an AI wrote the script. It was so by the numbers. There was nothing even funny bad about it. It was not like it was
thought it
not
was
even
very
like a
funny
funny
bad.
bad movie.
Okay, what
It
about
was
the
just
grandma?
so boring.
What
The
about,
grandma?
What about the
The
boyfriend?
grandma
No.
was not funny. The,
No.
the
The
kid
boyf-
was so
Guys.
fucking annoying.
Oh my god, that's what I
God.
kept saying. I kept
kid-
me and Justin kept
No.
saying that.
The kid was
The,
the worst.
Guys,
the kid was
boyfriend,
the worst.
when he walked into the door and he was like, "Sanctuary."
Oh my god.
That hit.
That did not hit.
Yes, it did.
Nothing-
Yes, it did.
No, Ethan, do you know what I'm talking about?
I honestly
He was
don't.
like, he was like lost in the snow. Then he found that old man.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He walked into his cabin. He's like,
It's
"Sanctuary."
Okay, that guy hit, but like that, he was in it for like 5 minutes.
Who?
Most of the time,
The boyfriend?
Yes.
The boyfriend hit.
No, but then he was like
most of the
searching
time,
for
most
her.
of the time, you're just watching these two uncharismatic, like they have no chemistry.
No,
these,
there wasn't.
There was
there
not
was no
chemistry.
chemistry. I'm sorry, Lindsay Lohan. This is not a good role, like for
No,
her.
it's not a good
You
role.
know, like
I still like her.
That
yeah,
Paul,
I was
I'm
happy to
still
see her.
rooting. I'm still rooting
Me
for
too.
her.
the Paul Schrader movie. I think it's called The Canyons.
Yeah,
The trailer for that movie actually hits, but I hear it's terrible.
it's terrible. I don't know. It's just I thought this was trash, and I'm still baffled that you found this more enjoyable than Home Alone.
I'm rooting for Lindsay Lohan too.
What would you give? First off, what would you give Falling for Christmas?
10 out of 10. I'm joking. All right. Actually, like,
Yeah,
like
I want you to be
all right,
serious.
like a 2 out of 10.
I would give it a 2 out of 10 as well.
I'd give it a 3.5.
But what, 3 out of 10?
yeah, 3.5 out of 10.
3.5.
Can you?
Oh,
can you? Can
there's
you
no
mention any
points on it.
specific? Okay. Can you mention any specific dialogue moments?
Sanctuary.
Yeah, Sanctuary. And then
Wow, such a good quote.
no, it's honestly
No,
a
he
good-
hit. He opened the door and he screamed Sanctuary. It was like, who? Like, it's so weird.
I don't remember this at all.
I'm not saying like I gave it a 2 out of 10. Clearly, I did not like this movie,
Yeah.
but I just found it to be so like stupid that it was just like it was like fun to just watch and make fun of. And
That's exactly how
have
I
a
feel.
drink, you know, eat junk food, and
But I don't know.
It's like
isn't like
You just
something
have it
like
on in the background,
isn't
it's
something like
stupid.
Sleepaway Camp a little better to watch and have fun and take?
I think
take,
they're both
take
like that's
jabs
the Halloween
at-
version.
Okay,
That's like
no,
the
no.
Halloween
Jabs at-
version of
so
it.
we saw. For anybody who didn't see the other one, we talked about Halloween. I mean,
do you mean? Sleepaway Camp.
on the last podcast.
Yeah.
I did not like that movie,
Mhm.
and I guess you're comparing it to this movie because they're both so bad.
Yeah,
but
you watch it for the same reasons.
I feel like
essentially.
Sleepaway's didn't feel like this movie to me. The Lindsay Lohan one at least felt like cozy or Christmassy, or like you just kind of have it on the background. Sleepaway Camp, I'm not gonna throw that movie on. It's like not.
Come on.
Okay, what about the scene where he proposes and then she falls off the cliff?
But guys, I feel like Ethan. I think you.
Yeah, oh my god, Falling for Christmas.
Yeah.
I literally was like, wow, Falling for Christmas.
But
She
Ethan-
literally fell for
she forgot her
Christmas.
name.
I feel like
She,
you
and
think,
she didn't know how to make her bed when
I'm
she came
defending
back
this
because she never
movie.
made
I
it.
still gave it a 2 out of 10. It's not good.
It's not good, but you had a
is
better
not good.
time. I'm glad you had a good time with it.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone did.
Yeah.
I again, I can't say it was a good time. It was
A time.
it was a time, and I didn't want to. I don't know. I wasn't on the verge of turning it off.
Well, I want to get a little bit more positive because I don't want to be like a Scrooge over here. So I wanted to talk about some other movies that I've seen recently. Another Christmas movie this one's way better than what we just discussed. Violent Night
Have
stars
not
David
seen.
Harbour as a killer Santa Claus.
John Leguizamo.
Yeah, John Leguizamo is great in it.
I haven't seen it. I plan on seeing it very soon. I want to. It looks fun.
I don't like.
But my point
scary
is,
Christmas movies.
my point is this
Wait,
movie.
like what, Krampus?
Yeah, I'm not.
This
a fan.
movie is not a scary Christmas movie though. It's like Die Hard, but like
Oh, is it?
it's more of a.
What are other scary Christmas movies?
I just don't like. I just feel like Christmas isn't good scary.
Well, Nightmare Before
Well,
Christmas.
anyway,
That's a Halloween movie.
Nightmare...
No,
But it's a
Christmas movie. So okay, Halloween can do Christmas, but
but
Christmas
can't do Halloween. Okay.
I disagree. I actually feel like a scary Christmas movie could hit.
If
done
it's like
well.
stupid, I guess.
I feel like
In
we'll
the
get
same
into
ways
it,
that
but like
Lindsay Lohan
my
would.
favorite type of Christmas movies are not movies that I know you can get into the argument of, oh, what is really a Christmas movie? Is it about Christmas or is it just have to take place during Christmas? But like my favorite Christmas movies are the movies that like just happen to like take place around Christmas, that I just like watching, like movies that just happen to take place around
So you
Christmas.
see that it's Christmas time, like around the movie.
Yeah. But anyway, like what I was saying about like Violent Night is this movie actually plays it off like it's an actual like an actual Christmas movie. Like it has like the certain tropes and everything. It's not even a horror movie. It's more like of an action movie. It was pretty good. I liked it a lot.
I don't know why I thought, based on the title, I just thought it was a Halloween movie. I mean, a scary Christmas movie.
I saw Glass Onion, the Knives Out movie. Have you seen the first Knives Out?
Yeah, I really liked the first Knives Out.
Yeah, I liked it too. I haven't seen Glass Onion though. I wanted to see it, and I'm mad it's not in theaters anymore. I think the whole thing, the 1 week window, is interesting because I know
It's so dumb.
it made.
I think it's so
it made a
dumb.
lot of money. Well, I get why Netflix is doing it. They don't want to feel like their audience is getting cheated, but
No, that's bullshit.
It's not.
It's bullshit. No, it's bullshit.
Wait, what is it?
If
That they
that
put
movie,
the movie in for
I
1
guarantee
week?
you, this movie gets way more eyes on it because it went to theaters.
yeah. But I'm saying it has to do with Netflix loyalty. That's what it's all about.
They're gonna have to adjust to it.
I wish it was in theaters for longer, and I
Yeah.
think it should have been in theaters. I don't think it should have been a streaming
They dropped
movie.
so much money on it. They were so stubborn. They wanted
mean,
to have it for a week. It was so dumb.
This looks like a movie that should have been in theaters, not streaming, because
You-
it looks
yeah.
very quality. I haven't seen it.
I
but
saw it with an audience. It was great.
I heard it's good in an audience.
The cast is great, and Janelle Monáe specifically is really good.
I hear she has a meaty role.
Also, my forefather Dave Batista is in it. I'm not related to Dave Batista.
Ethan
just a-
Batista.
yeah.
Dave Batista.
He's also good in it though. He plays like a men's right activist, like YouTuber. It's pretty funny.
Men's right. What do you
Men's right. He's like men's rights, like like an Andrew Tate type beat. Really good. I liked it better than the first one. I think that like this will be like a cool franchise to keep going.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be making a third one. He said the third one is about like cinema, like specifically.
You
which
said
is
you liked it
interesting.
more than the first
And
one?
Yeah, and it says a lot about it's out of this like whole eat the rich type of
There's a lot.
movies.
There's a lot,
Yeah, like
really.
The Menu, which by the way, I like The Menu way more than you. You said it was like mid.
I said it was mid.
I liked it more than you, but I didn't. I think I liked it more than Justin and a little less than Ethan.
And Triangle
Yeah.
of Sadness is another one of these.
Yeah.
I actually really liked that one, and Ethan thought it was mid. And I think
Okay, no,
it was-
no, no, no.
Lily liked
I
it.
thought
I liked it more than Ethan. And
I
less
liked
than
it.
you.
I was just disappointed, but by the satire. Like it was a little bit like obvious. Like, for instance, my preference with satire is if it's a little bit more subtle.
Mm-hmm.
And in the
feel like that was
menu,
the
like in the menu where they take like photos,
Yeah.
that was like a little joke. That was like a 5-second joke. But in Triangle of Sadness,
Yeah,
that goes on. That whole bit goes on for
The-
5 minutes.
the
Like
ma-
I get it.
okay.
I get it. We take pictures of our phones. It's not that funny.
The
But that was the point. The point was for it to go on.
The
but, like,
menu
it's
was
not
not
funny.
subtle.
Like, what
the
is your
menu
point?
was not subtle with
It's
its
not
satire.
subtle, but it.
Oh yeah, the menu
The
wasn't
menu
subtle.
was less subtle than.
I'm
Triangle
not
of
saying it's
Sadness.
subtle. I'm just saying that it moves on with its jokes.
But the constant ongoing with the same jokes actually made them funny to me.
Really?
Because it was like the
I
point
just-
that it was so like.
I
like-
just.
I
felt
really
like,
liked Triangle of Sadness.
I liked it too for what it was, but like I don't know. Out of all the like
And
Eat the Rich movies,
I think White Lotus. I haven't seen it, but I hear it's like a little bit. I might be
White
completely
Lotus?
wrong.
I really want to watch.
I
it.
might
that
be
one?
completely wrong, but the TV show, I hear it's like a little
Oh,
bit
okay.
Eat the Rich too. At least the new season, unless I'm wrong. I don't know. I thought that's
Anya
weird,
Taylor
but
Joy is great.
There
in it,
seems to
though.
be like a lot of
and Ralph Fiennes.
Eat the Rich is a popular genre. Right
Ralph
now.
Fiennes, yeah.
It's his own genre.
Ralph Fiennes is
Ralph Fiennes is really good.
Yeah.
Ralph Fiennes is always good though. Like that, I feel like it made it seem like it was gonna be a little bit darker and more mean spirited. I feel like what we had felt like
more of a romantic.
and I'm fine. I love romance movies actually, but this just felt a little bit like artsy Twilight to me.
I think that calling it mid is wrong.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of liked like the coming of age aspect of it. You know what I mean?
I love coming of age movies. That's not what I'm.
But like, I feel like if you're gonna like make a coming age story, would you want it to have like when you want it to be a little bit? I don't know, because our characters are cannibals.
Yeah.
And if we want to get on their side, because we have to follow them, do you like? How much do you really want to see of them eating people?
Well, I feel like
I kind of like how they did it, how it wasn't too over the top.
Yeah, I thought it was really.
I don't need it to be over the top with like gore and stuff, but I just feel like.
And honestly, that's just marketing. You know, that's just marketing.
I feel like if he was kind of trying to make a mix of his last two movies, Suspiria and Call Me by Your Name, and I feel like it was more Call Me by Your Name than Suspiria, but I really liked Call Me by Your Name. I just feel like the mix of those two movies didn't 100% work for me all the time. And again, I think the stuff with Sully was not good.
I thought Sully was a great character.
I think Sully.
I didn't like his long braid.
He was a great character, super effective, really creepy. But for the plot and for the themes of the movie, it just felt super cheap.
I know what you mean, because without him, like he wasn't like a main character or anything. But then when he came back at the end, it was just like, I know what you mean by tacked on.
Yeah.
But
he shows up eventually. He shows up from time to time. He has a few scenes with him.
Yeah, but like, what is that?
I still thought it was really unique.
Essence and like the thesis of the movie.
I don't know.
That it's like bound to not be able to work out.
If it's bound to not be able to work out, it should have been an inner conflict, not this random guy.
But I don't.
But they're all.
I think it was trying to say that they're all cannibals.
Yeah, but this guy. Okay, we're all people. Some people are bad. Some people are normal.
Right.
Yeah, but they're cannibals.
But not every cannibal is a creepy old weird dude who's a stalker.
Most of them are, because they're cannibals.
Did you see the other two? The other cannibals. I feel like it was
the other campers were just like the same.
Because think of all the cannibals you met.
Okay, you said it wasn't that scary, but fuck that campfire scene was great.
That was so
that campfire
creepy.
scene was,
but what I'm trying to say is
you wanted more
him
of that
and the other guy.
Scene?
They're both creepy.
No, but him and one other guy.
I mean, Sully and Scully or whatever his name is, and the campfire guy. They were both like creepy and weird. Yeah, so it kind of makes you think like when they get older, are they going to change? And the fact that he said everything changes once you eat bones and all, like maybe they would change and act different.
I kind of saw this movie as like a I read it as like a drug, like an addiction.
Yeah, that's what we were saying, but, and I think so too.
So I don't know. I would have liked it more if they wanted to end it with like this is kind of a you can't escape it, fine. But I don't know. I just didn't buy into the whole. I feel like it should have been an inner conflict that
I did feel like it dragged on a little bit. That's why I don't think it's like perfect, but I think it's one of the best movies of the year. It's like
I still think it's a good movie. I guess I was a little disappointed because I'm a big fan of Luca Guadagnino.
Yeah, I don't know. All his movies have a similar sense of like just like the way he captures
he has a style.
landscapes and stuff like that. I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
And I liked hearing Joy Division.
Yeah.
And the way they used it was perfect.
Trent Reznor. Like again, I appreciated all the aesthetics of it. I just feel like it could have went further in a lot of ways.
You know who could have been a Bones and All character?
Who?
Billy Bob Thornton in Bad Santa.
I'm on my fucking lunch break, okay?
Bad Santa. All right, Nero, you chose this one. This is actually the first movie on this podcast which I haven't seen before I started.
As far as the Christmas movies go,
or just in general, like all the movies we picked so far I've seen before.
Yeah.
So this is like my first new watch. So
I'm happy to.
Yeah.
Same. I haven't seen this one before.
Right, so I picked this movie because I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Christmas movies. Again, I like things that are I'm okay with schmaltz and like things that have like, a lot of.
But like Christmas movies have like a certain formula to them that you expect, right?
Yeah, and I guess like I when I think of Christmas movies, I like Rudolph and Charlie Brown more than like some of the other ones, like more than the live action ones and a lot of the ones that most families watch, like Elf and stuff like that. I like Bad Santa because it feels like a Christmas movie made for adults. I feel like I can't. It's as an adult, it is increasingly hard to sit through children's movies. And that's not to say that I don't like certain children's movies, because I do, but they have to have something in it for adults. Like, that's why we were talking before, like, Toy Story is a great movie, or like Coraline, or Never Before Christmas, or like there's great movies made for kids that I can enjoy as an adult, but there's a lot of other ones that come off as silly or like juvenile humor and stuff like that, and I really can't get behind that. But I love Bad Santa because it feels like a movie made for adults that still has that schmaltzy, cozy, warm Christmas feel, and the ending is very, it's like Christmas 101, but I feel like the journey to get there is different, and I like how it's raunchy and has like fart jokes and all that stuff, but while it like still retains this like beating heart, and it's even quite emotional. Like, I feel like it.
The part when he tries to kill himself, that was like,
it's
like, fuck, man, that's really dark.
It's I like how it's a black comedy, and even though it has like these raunchy, like silly, like sex jokes and stuff like that, it's not like a typical like slapstick fart humor movie. Like it goes to pretty deep places, but it just uses some of these like silly comedy tropes, but to me it far exceeds all of them, and I think Billy Bob Thornton is great in that.
The kid hits.
The kid does hit. I genuinely thought he was Santa Claus for like the whole thing. I didn't think he was like...
I think the relationship's really sweet. Like, it's weird at first. No, but I think...
I don't think I would call it sweet. I just find it... I find like that the fact that he finds like this complete dirtbag, like, you know, is his only friend, and he finds him like, wow, this adult is just...
I don't think the kid even said he knows he's not Santa, that he's not an idiot or whatever, but it's like the fact that he is like okay with this, that just like shows how lonely they both are, and I found that sweet.
Yeah,
I love,
and, like,
at the first night, he just steals his car. I cracked up. I was like, wow.
Wait, do you want sandwiches?
The way
yeah. What kind of sandwiches?
How many?
The mom always...
How much lettuce?
But the grandma always wanted to make sandwiches no matter what.
I thought the grandma died. I was ready.
I
was so ready for that.
Wait, did you expect the elf to
portray him?
His like sidekick to be bad?
Honestly, when I watched this for the first time, I was really like, I'm surprised of like what the plot was. I didn't know the plot going into it. I didn't know it was like a heist thing. Yeah. I thought he was just like a dirtbag who worked as a Santa Claus.
That's what I thought too.
Was like, I didn't know this was like a whole front for money. Which, by the way, Bernie Mac kind of steals the show. He's hilarious.
Wait, is that the security guard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, all of the supporting cast is great.
The scene where Bernie Mac is like yelling at that kid for like stealing a video game is fucking funny.
The other guy
so
is good too, funny. That works at the mall.
The man.
Oh yeah, he's good. But I don't know, Bernie Mac just really like killed it over there in his part.
He didn't know if he should fire him or not.
I can't think of his girlfriend's name, but I like her too. Big Sam.
Oh, she's funny. Yeah.
I don't know. I like the dark black humor. I like kind of how there's like some silly, stupid, like Adam Sandler-esque humor. I like how there's a lot of heart. There's like suicide.
This film would not be made today.
No, it wouldn't be made.
It would not be made today. There's a lot of edgy lines that I would not repeat on here. But like you said,
with the suicide stuff, it's like, I feel like they try to play it for laughs, but it's also like kind of sad. Like when you see it, like I don't think it's played for laughs at all. I think it's like supposed to be like, damn. Well, I think the part that's played for laughs is when the kid tells him that he got beat up, and he completely switches his gears to like beat the shit.
That was, like,
I think that was supposed to be. Yeah, it was the very next scene, and that got me cracking up.
Well, what I mean by played for laughs is that like the movie there's never like a scene in the movie where it's like full heart or full comedy. It's always kind of teeter-tottering on this like blend of both.
I think
it's definitely a comedy, but I feel like it's not like
it's not goofy.
The first half is a comedy and then the ending gets serious. It's like it has the same tone throughout. It's like a little bit it's a little bit depressing, it's a little bit funny,
which makes it weird as a Christmas movie, because usually the way these Christmas movies go is that like it gets kind of dark and gloomy at the
And then
end
it
of the
picks
and then
up.
it picks up and they have their own opening number. But this one kind of just it ends with him in jail. He's writing.
I thought that when he had to get the elephant, and that was like his
Yeah.
only thing that he really wanted. I thought that was sweet.
Yeah, he was dedicated. And he finally like. I feel like that relationship with the kid is the heart of the movie,
Yeah.
and like it would not work. Like you would not find this character likable if you didn't
Oh yeah,
have the
yeah,
kid.
Yeah. There's a bad
because
scene in it too.
yeah. there
I
is.
saw that.
Was
I
it-
didn't see it,
and it
but I
doesn't have
saw
good
that they had
ratings.
it. Yeah.
I saw it.
He looks.
You
He's
did?
grown up in that movie. The kid.
I saw the movie in
Really? It had the
theaters.
same kid?
Yeah.
Oh
When
wow.
it came out, I saw it.
Yeah.
I don't really remember much about it. I just know it wasn't that good. It's not worth seeing. The first one's great.
Because the first one's like kind of like a cult movie. I
Yeah.
don't really hear it talked about. Like I hear it like, oh, if you hate Christmas movies,
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
this movie.
Well, that's why I think it's true. If you hate Christmas movies, watch this movie. But also, it's like it still has the Christmas movie heart, like that all of them have.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's not really an anti-Christmas movie. It like kind of is, but
No,
it also
it's not like it's not like I don't know, like Die Hard or like
Yeah.
something like Gremlins where it just happens to take place on
Yeah.
Christmas.
this has the themes of Christmas.
Yeah.
The gift giving, like about especially with the elephant, like it's definitely a Christmas. Yeah.
I feel like this
Oh.
movie's not overplayed at all. Like Elf is so
I've-
overplayed.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, Elf
this
is super
definitely not a
overplayed. We
family.
can talk about
this
that.
is not a
Yeah,
family.
oh my God.
This is not a family movie.
We I did some trivia research. Jack Nicholson was supposed to play
Bad Santa.
Bad Santa.
I can actually see
That
that,
could-
but
that would've
I
been great.
Really,
I
really
can
That would've
see
been
it,
great.
But I think Billy Bob's
Yeah,
perfect
same.
in
He
this.
was
Oh,
like
Billy Bob's
in it.
perfect in it, but like, come on, it's Jack Nicholson. That would have been great too.
I can
don't
just
know.
picture him like with
I can
like
definitely
looking
see
like
Jack Nicholson,
Shaggy and
yeah.
like
I don't think it would have had the same black dry humor.
No,
as
same,
this.
it
I
would
would
not.
know. I don't. I feel
More
like I
animated.
feel like Jack Nicholson has more class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not, like
No, well-
Billy Bob Thornton has he has like this a
he has
sleazy
that like
element
edginess
to
about
him.
Yeah.
him too.
Billy Bob has the sleaze. He's really good at that.
Yeah. Have you seen Bad News Bears, the remake?
No.
I feel is not great, but I watched it as a kid, and
Is-
and he plays like a sleaze bag, but like he plays
Billy
a PG,
Bob?
Yeah, but he's like a PG-13 like sleaze bag. He can't like say
Oh, okay.
some of the shit that he says in here, which
He has good. He has good.
He
one-liners.
has so many good one-liners. He had me cracking up. I guess I should get to my final thoughts. I really like this, Justin. This is going into the film, the Christmas film canon, year round for me. This is going into the Christmas rotation.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I've never seen. I agree. This is my first time watching it, and I
This is
liked
going-
it a lot more than
yeah.
I thought I would. I don't know why. I just really liked it.
I knew I had a feeling I was gonna like it. I had no doubts I was not gonna like it. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I give it 8 out of 10 too. And again,
8 out of 10.
Yeah, thank you for showing that to me. It is one of the first movie I haven't seen on this podcast, and it was a good one. All right, I wanted to go over some movies that are coming out next year and see if you're hyped for them. They're probably not because they're all movies from like January and February, but there's some interesting ones. First movie that's up that I'll probably see it by the time this comes out is Avatar. Are you into?
Yeah,
Are
so-
you buying into the Avatar hype?
Are you into the blue people?
so I like the
Blue
first
People
one
movie.
when it came out, which was a while ago now.
13 years.
And it was obviously the biggest movie of all time and all the hype, and I'm kind of looking forward to it because I am not a big fan of like huge blockbuster filmmaking of today. I don't love the Marvel movies. I don't care for the Star Wars stuff. I feel like it's all cash grabs. And while I'm sure Avatar is somewhat a cash grab, it's the biggest movie of all time. Obviously, they're trying to repeat the success. But James Cameron really is an auteur, and I feel like it really is a labor of love. So I feel like he really took his time to make the sequel. It was so long ago. He waited till the special effects got better. I think there's going to be like a big spectacle and something to marvel at. And I feel like he's really going to
It's 3
change
hours.
the
You
face
see that?
of cinema once again. I feel like he kind of always does that whenever he drops a new movie. And I feel like this is not going to feel like another stale...
I mean, even if you see the trailer, like the new trailer, it looks just like the CG at least looks
Yeah.
way better than
Yeah.
anything you're seeing right now.
and I hear like
the underwater
the
shit.
3D
too.
is amazing. And I don't even like 3D. But everybody's saying
They're
it's
saying you
like...
should watch it in 3D.
Yeah, they're saying like you really... Like it's like... Yeah.
And I've heard like early reactions already. People are saying it's better than the first one.
Yeah, people are
Which
saying
honestly, like,
people are like really raving this then.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't seen a 3D movie in like 10 years.
Yep.
Well, honestly, that's the Avatar is like the movie that's kind of started
Yeah.
all that craze.
So I'm not a big blockbuster guy, but
Yeah.
I can get excited for this because I feel like it's going to like change the form, like the, I don't know. There's this thing about art where it's like there's this like I don't remember what the saying was, but it was like it there's like art is made for different reasons, whether it's for money, if it's for like for some intellectual reason, or if it's like
Fulfillment.
change the face of like
Game changing.
like
Yeah.
whatever like the genre, or to like kind of advance the art itself.
James Cameron as a filmmaker is always just like looking.
He's
to
always
be there.
doing that. Yeah.
Like with the Abyss and the CG there, to like Terminator 2, to like
yeah.
he's kind of like he's not solely responsible, obviously, but like he is a big part of VFX being
And
a big factor.
aside from just
That
technical
and
stuff,
Lucas was a big part of
James
that too.
Cameron also, I feel like, has a way to speak to the audience. He can get romantic,
Crowd pleaser,
crowd
man.
pleasing
Very
in
crowd
ways
pleaser,
that
yeah.
other modern blockbusters don't do. Like Steven Spielberg's old movies could do that. Like the real like great blockbusters
Yeah.
of yesteryear, like had this like
Is it gonna hit though?
special
Do
thing
you
where
think this?
new blockbusters just don't.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I think,
yeah, like
I think
Why it's not
Avatar.
going
I
to?
think everybody's saying it's great.
yeah, but like
Early-
do you think
early
do you think
reactions.
do you think it like is it gonna be a hit? I mean, is it gonna make?
I don't think it's gonna make it what the
No,
first
Yeah.
movie
I
made.
have to say, like, I'm gonna watch it, and all the things you're saying are true, and that's like what makes me want to watch it. But I wouldn't say I'm like excited.
I
for
feel
it,
like if
honestly.
it's good, like if people like the people that actually watch it opening weekend and say it's good,
Yeah,
I feel like people will get caught up in the hype, just like the first one.
I'm
I
definitely
just want
not.
to see it in 3D.
I'm
after you say
definitely
Yeah.
not excited to see it like I am other movies.
We'll see because it comes
but
out after this podcast.
I
comes
I
out.
will see
20.
it, and I'm excited to see a blockbuster that does something hopefully different.
Yeah.
But what are they saying that he did that made it so different? Just the effects. How
The water. It just I don't
what do you
know.
mean
I
the
really
water?
don't know. That's what I'm
Well,
saying. Like,
there's-
what can he do?
I heard there's like a lot of underwater filmmaking. A lot
Like
of
it
the movie
actually
takes place
underwater?
under the water, and that's been done before, but I heard never to this way.
Like motion capture underwater. You have like people in mocap suits underwater.
And also, I also hear that the story is actually pretty good. And there's a lot of heart behind it, more so than the first movie. And there's also like social themes and political stuff that I hear is
Yeah.
pretty good too.
Well, should be interesting. You're watching this. If you're listening to this, it's already out. So
Yeah,
hasn't he
be
been
the
saying
judge.
that he wants this to come out for like years now?
Yeah, it's been
but he was
delayed
waiting to
hundreds of
advance the
times.
technology.
Um,
He said that technology wasn't up to par years ago.
he
with
was
what
talking
wanted,
about
his
art.
vision.
I remember he talked about the first Avatar like right after he finished Titanic, like in the 90s.
like
Really?
he had the
Yeah.
idea for it.
Yeah,
So
the
he was
idea
like,
for it.
Did he
Yeah,
do the same thing? He waited for the technology for that?
yeah, he waited
Yeah.
like 20 years, not 10, 20, 10 years,
Yeah.
yeah, a little bit more than 10 years for
All right. So what else is coming out?
Babylon. Yeah,
This is the movie I'm looking forward to most now, out of any movie that's coming out anytime soon.
Giselle. Yep. La La Land.
Yeah, La La Land was one of my favorite movies of the last couple of years. It's basically for like people who have seen it. Umbrellas of Cherbourg modernized.
Did they say that? Do you know?
Or
Did
and
they say it was like a reference? Because I actually really see it.
A
But did they
reference.
say?
a lot of like I don't know if he said it. I'm not positive, but like I think it's like well known. Like a lot of the people who have seen both always
Yeah,
compare.
because I
them.
never thought about that before,
Yeah.
but I definitely see it.
And I like Umbrellas of Cherbourg more, but I don't know. La La Land has this like whimsy and this like big sweeping romantic feel. The music, the acting, it feels like a modern classic in many ways. And Whiplash is great, and First Man was good.
I feel like Babylon will be like the anti La La Land, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, I mean, where La La Land was more romantic. This looks
This
it's
seems
gonna
a
be
lot more
like sex,
chaotic.
drugs, and rock and roll.
Yeah. Not to say it won't romanticize like Hollywood or not, because it probably will.
I think the 1920s is cool too. I mean, we see so many movies that are in the
Yeah.
50s or the 70s. We don't see enough
have you,
1920s
like,
movies
looked in the
besides
history?
Gatsby. Great Gatsby.
Have you looked in the history of like Hollywood during this time?
Yeah, I find it really interesting.
Yeah, it's like everyone's like doing.
Well, this was like
drugs,
the come up. This was like
yeah. Even actors like mysteriously just passed away in like hotels all the time.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
And the cast
times.
is really good.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about Tobey Maguire's scene. I heard he's only in one scene, but it's a long like 25-minute scene.
Yeah.
It's like very pivotal. And I think you might like this movie, Ethan, because I hear it's very,
Chaotic.
it's like
I want something
Nights.
like Boogie
I've been-
Nights. Yes.
I've been hearing a lot of Boogie
I want
Nights
something like Boogie
comparisons.
Nights.
I've been hearing a lot of
that
comparisons.
that is very exciting. I'm very
I
excited.
guess I just feel like we don't get enough epics.
yeah,
movies.
this
Like,
feels
this
like
feels
an
like
epic.
this is gonna be like
This
an epic,
feels like
which is exciting. And
So good.
Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, good actors. Diego Calvo, I have never really seen him before, or like I don't know
He's
much
new.
about him. He's a new guy, but he looks like from the trailers, he looks really promising. And I hear like from like critic circles and stuff that he's like really good in the movie. So
Yeah. Babylon.
and the music's gonna be great. I think the Justin Hurwitz is his name, who does he does all of Chazelle's scores. I hope I said his name right, if I remembered it right. But
I'll
I
correct it if
always
it's
love all of the music he's done for all of his movies. Like La La Land has some of the best. Like I just think the music in that movie is fantastic.
cool. Babylon comes out the 23rd. They moved it up. I think
It was
because
in
I think
January
they
originally,
yeah,
right?
I think they
For award
I
season or
think
something.
people are like not liking it too much. And
Yeah,
I
well, I
feel
hear
like
it's very divisive, which
yeah.
you know.
So it might not get like too many awards this season, which honestly, who cares? But it's interesting though. Megan, have you heard of this?
Megan
Oh my
looks
God.
stupid.
But it's the writer from *Malignant*, and I watched the second trailer, and it's a lot more comedic than you actually think.
I hope
I
if it
think-
actually
If
is
it's
going.
actually
I
funny,
heard
then
I
think
heard
would
it,
be
and
good.
it's gotten good reviews on the premiere.
If
People
it's
say it's
going
like
for a comedy thing, then it could be good.
no, I
There's
think
like
it is.
Have you seen that like
I-
iconic? Isn't it like a dance scene?
Yeah, there's a dance scene.
Wait,
It
is
looks
this gonna be,
so.
like, what's the better
Wait,
dance scene?
yeah,
Wednesday or
Megan.
Megan?
But the writer from *Malignant*, so that should be exciting.
Yeah, I like
if we have like something like *Malignant*, I'll
Malignant was a good movie.
plus like I don't know it.
If it knows what it's trying to be, then it could be fun.
I feel like it is. If you watch the second trailer,
trailers
it's
I only
sucks.
saw the first trailer.
The first trailer looked so bad to me.
They made it seem like one of those like
Stupid,
stupid,
like, yeah.
yeah. The second
Yeah.
trailer is a lot
Okay.
less serious. It has like a pop song cooked to it too. It looks fun.
her
I
her
hope
dancing
it's good.
hits though. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't you want your own like Megan?
Oh, but
Just
yeah. that'll
your
be-
own like.
I mean, not really. She
Justin?
looks like she goes bad, like in the trailers.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but she's like helping.
She can
the
drive
girl.
too. That's
Oh,
very
okay.
scary.
She was like kicking that little boy's ass.
oh yeah,
for-
that's true.
She always has your back.
Yeah, but until it's too much one day.
I'm surprised it's not like. Is there a TikTok dance to this Megan
There
thing?
definitely
I feel like
will
I
be.
feel like there
Yeah.
will
Definitely
be.
will
There
be.
will be. Speaking
When
of
it comes
TikTok, by
out.
the way, a new movie called Skin Mark. Have you heard this? It's one of those. Oh my God! If you've seen this movie, it's the scariest movie alive.
Like Terrifier, like
yeah,
people
like
passing out in the
Terrifier.
theater.
Oh, Skinner Mark.
Skinner Rink. I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry.
I thought you said Skid
yeah.
Mark.
Oh, Skinner Marink.
Yeah, Skinner Rink.
Skinnamarink.
What a stupid name. And
It's
this,
Oh my God! I saw it on a video too.
You
Wait.
did see, right?
Yeah.
Right.
this movie has 100 though.
On Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Oh, it went viral on TikTok.
It's
Illegal
on
cop-
HBO, right?
No, it's on Shutter. It comes on Shutter January, but you can watch it online already. It's,
Well,
it's like,
it has legit. Like at least like critics seem to be actually liking it too.
oh, that's something you can look out for. Knock at the Cabin.
Never
Oh,
Dave
mind.
Batista.
Didn't you? Wait,
Oh my God, that's
is
that
the one
new.
you sent me the
Yeah.
thing for it? That was really good.
What's his name?
Wait.
Ron Weasley.
No, this is
Yeah.
by
Ron Weasley's
This
in-
is by M Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
right?
What's Ron Weasley's name? The kid. The actor.
Rupert Grint.
Grint.
Rupert Grint.
M Night Shyamalan. His last movie
Old.
was awful. I hated that.
I
Wait,
like
what
old.
was it? What movie?
It's old.
Old. I thought the movie
Oh,
was
that
shit.
was so bad.
Yeah, I liked old. I liked old.
The idea of it is
The
kinda
idea was
cool.
great.
Okay,
It was just
okay.
shit dialogue.
It
You
was
know
just
the
really-
main
He's
guy,
not- yeah.
Alex. Wasn't it Alex Wolf?
Yeah.
How did he become like a European like
Yeah,
guy
he
when
went from
grew up?
like
He
I-
changed.
that's
na-
what
he
we
like
said. He
changed
like,
Changed
nationalities.
Did he really?
And his accent changed. Like it didn't
It
make
was
any sense.
the acting was a little bit weird, but it kind of added to it. It kind of felt
I
like a
thought that was- I
weird
thought it was a
Twilight
bad
Zone.
movie.
Like, oh my God, what is going on? But
After like, what was that one good movie he made recently with James McAvoy?
Split.
Like
Split is great.
he
I
ca-
love Split.
He like
Split's
came back
really
with
good.
Split, and he's like, oh wow,
Split's
I did
really
something
good.
good finally. And then he's like making shit again.
Yeah. Well, you've seen The Visit? He did that too. That was
Yeah. Oh,
I saw
pretty
that.
recent. That was
Did
pretty
you see that,
good.
Justin?
No, I didn't.
Get
see
in the
it.
oven.
I don't get in the oven. I know.
I don't know. I think he's on a hot streak, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think this should be interesting. I know you're not into Marvel movies. You're just shit talking.
No, I won't.
Ant-Man and the Wasp comes out February.
Everybody in the comments is gonna hate me because they're gonna be like, oh
Yeah,
my
you don't
God,
like anything.
another Marvel hater. Scorsese, like one of those.
Yeah, you sound like such a film bro.
But
God.
it has Bill Murray. Bill Murray. They got Bill Murray to be
I
in one of
don't
these things.
hate superhero movies. I just feel like they're becoming so oversaturated and so similar, and like the overall story after Endgame feels I was telling Ethan before, like a foot, like all phase 3, whatever, right?
Phase
three?
4.
Phase 4.
Yeah.
This feels like a footnote.
Yeah. It feels like they're trying to start all over.
Start it over again.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna work in the same way that it did before, and I feel like they're just milking this thing out.
No, I would say that like phase 1 through 3 is way better.
Yeah.
Than but there is some good. I don't know. I like the Doctor Strange movie.
I
That's
heard
just Sam Raimi.
I heard Shang-Chi was good. I didn't see it though.
I thought it was pretty solid. But the problem with these movies now is that to me they're not leading up to anything.
Yeah.
And if
they are, I think.
no, they're not. That's the thing. And
yeah,
they're
like,
not. They're
can't
what? Well, no, I've
Kang
watched.
Wars or something.
Yeah. But like, if you actually watch the movies, they're not. It doesn't seem like. And since the movies are so mediocre, and they're not really connecting with each other.
Yeah.
They're just now literally just nothing,
And
they're not even like. It doesn't even seem like an episode, because I always saw these movies as episodes of a TV show that you need to see to get up.
Yeah.
But now it's just
Random.
like it's random, and you don't even need to
And
see
there's
this.
too many
shit.
shows on.
Yeah,
Disney
there's a
Plus.
lot of shows. We talked about it on the last podcast, but like She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, all that shit. It's a little oversaturated, but it's a way to.
I saw
you know,
the first Ant-Man. I actually thought it was okay. I didn't dislike.
You know,
it.
Edgar Wright
I thought
was
it was
supposed
pretty good.
to-
Yeah, I know.
supposed to direct that.
I've seen like no superhero movies.
Not even like one of them.
No, I've seen them before, but like
okay?
I'm just, like,
you
not
should
into
watch
it.
the Tim Burton Batman movies. You
Which
would love
one was
them.
it? Which
I
one?
actually, those
There's
are good.
two.
Those are good.
There's Batman with Jack Nicholson as a Joker,
Yeah.
and then there's Batman Returns with
Michael Keaton's both of
Michael
them.
Keaton, yeah, and
Catwoman.
Danny DeVito, yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer as
Catwoman.
Catwoman.
Oh yeah.
People may say that Zoe Kravitz is great,
Yeah.
but in my eyes,
I've heard that.
no
too.
one
She
can
has like
beat
the
Michelle
iconic
Pfeiffer.
cat suit. on.
Yes, the latex. Oh, it's so, and it's. I'm surprised how much they let Tim Burton. They let him do whatever the fuck they wanted with a superhero
And
movie.
Tim
It's
Burton's
so
was cool
good.
'cause it was very like whimsical, which like it fit his style, but
The
also
sets
fit the
they
world.
made
The sets were
Gotham
cool.
City.
Yeah, the
they
sets
made
were cool.
Gotham City look so exaggerated.
I really liked the Batman from this year.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think maybe I would like
Yeah.
those.
Oh, and Batman Returns, Christmas movie. It takes place during Christmas.
Oh yeah,
Infinity Pool,
yeah. I want to see this a lot.
Mia Goth. Yeah,
Wait.
the one she
You
was,
have to
she
insert
was like
that-
laughing. She's like, ah.
Wait, what did she say? What did she even
I'm
say?
scared. She's gonna
Yeah.
be like typecast
I know,
as
as
a
a
crazy
bitch.
girl,
Where's
like
my
from
phone? I need to
X.
play- I need to play it.
I
don't know where it is.
loved.
Wait, oh, look at
Just like okay, Brandon Cronenberg, him being David Cronenberg's son, like, just
She's
like
definitely gonna be typecast as a crazy girl for sure.
knowing that fact alone, like, always gonna get me excited for Brandon Cronenberg movies. But he's actually like, proven himself to be good in his own right. I haven't seen Antiviral, his first movie, but Possessor was really good.
Possessor was a wild
Yeah.
movie. Wait, I got it.
So I liked Possessor. I'm sure I'll like
like
this. The
Cronenberg.
cast is good.
Oh, wait.
Bill Skarsgård's in it, right? Is it Bill Skarsgård?
Alex Skarsgård.
Alex Skarsgård.
Baby.
I've seen that that's picking up traction. It's like becoming popular
Yeah.
online. That line.
That face. Look at that
I know.
face.
She looks new.
Wait, that's
she
what me and
looks.
Justin were saying, that she looks normal.
She looks more normal
like,
in this
more
movie
normal.
compared to like X and Pearl. Mia
Yeah.
Goth.
I like how
Yeah.
I like how she looks normal, but I like how she looks in X and Pearl.
It's like weird to see her normal,
Yeah.
especially like in A Cure for Wonder. She was like weird too.
Wait, have you ever heard her voice in real life? That
Peppa
like Peppa
Pig.
Pig. I think we talked about this before.
And our last movie, that I'm kind of excited to see, Scream.
Oh
This is
yeah.
the next new Scream movie.
Is she gonna be in it though? Neve Campbell.
No, they're saying they have, but they have
Neve Campbell.
they have the Courtney Cox is the only one because they had spoiler Dewey dies in the last one.
I don't care about this either. Stop milking the franchise. Just make something new.
I like the Scream movies. They all of them are like whodunits, and each one is like unique enough that I like them a lot. And they switch around the characters too. You have like Huey from The Boys, you know who that is?
Yeah.
Denaro Ortega again.
Oh, she's gonna be in it.
She was in the last one.
Oh, she's gonna be in
and
this
she's
one
in this
too?
one too. But what makes this one interesting is, you know how we talked about like I mentioned Jason Takes Manhattan before, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And how that movie is not really in New York City. Well, this one is supposedly take place all in New York City.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so should be good.
I liked Terrifier so much because it was a new horror movie that felt iconic with a new character, new ideas.
Yeah,
I'm sick of seeing the same thing over and over again, personally.
I still like this.
Why is David Gordon Green remaking The Exorcist?
That I have
Oh
a
my
problem
God,
with.
that's
That
What?
seems crazy.
Like he made the Halloween movies, he remade them, and he's doing extras. Just stop.
I feel like The Exorcist does not need to be remade either.
No, people
especially not
people
The
think that
Exorcist.
movie is slow, and like I get why one would want to remake it, but
But stop remaking
Why
things.
remake an iconic movie like that?
don't
though?
touch it. Don't
Make
touch
something
it.
new.
Yeah, make
Anyway,
something new.
the Scream movie takes place in New York, right? Well, our last movie, its sequel, takes place in New York. Home Alone 1 and 2.
We have a voice changing machine.
Anyway, Home Alone, as a kid, this was my favorite Christmas movie.
This was also
Both of them.
I feel like
It was
this
always
my family's
on.
Elf when
Yes.
I was growing up.
I also watched Elf.
I watched
on
it too
repeat.
much, but I'm saying like before Elf, this was like my family's Elf.
I had the Elf DVD, but Home Alone was always on ABC Family. So I always was watching Home Alone
Which one were you
nonstop.
watching? The
The
first or
25
second?
Days of Christmas, ABC Family,
Yeah,
if
I
you remember that.
Wait, but which one were you watching when you were a kid more? The first or second?
For some reason, the second one always
I know
was
what
on.
you mean. The
They always
second
put
one-
on the second one. They never put on the first one.
I like the second one more for some reason.
I rewatched this movie.
Yeah, the
haven't-
first one, be
This
mind
was
you.
Yeah.
this. Let me just say, this was not a childhood staple for Justin, like it was for us.
How?
I haven't seen this movie in a long time.
Yeah.
I've seen it before, but it's been a while. But I didn't really have as many memories of this movie as I did with the second one. I vividly remember him being lost in Central
In New
Park.
York, yeah.
Yeah.
I love this movie. Like, this movie is like home to me. This movie is like the campfire in front of. Not
It's
the
so
campfire.
homey.
Yeah, it's the campfire in front of the Christmas tree. I have to watch it at least once a year. I know the McAllister family like the back of my hand.
Who's your favorite member? Uncle.
The uncle?
Uncle
Little-
Frank or Uncle right?
I don't
It's Uncle Frank. It's
remember.
Uncle Frank.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Wait, you know in the second movie when he's in the shower?
Oh, that was a great
I
bit.
know,
Yeah.
Well, for everybody who's been listening this whole time, you've heard me make comments about how much I dislike this movie. I don't want to. Okay, I want to be respectful to the fans of this movie because I know it's a classic.
Yes.
I've seen it before. I liked it as a kid, but
Uh-huh.
watching it now as an adult with no baggage, this wasn't like my Christmas movie growing up. I've seen it once or twice. I haven't seen it in a while. It wasn't like this meant something to me, like Lily said. It was really hard for me to get through this. I feel like it was stupid. I didn't care about the characters. It felt wooden. The stakes didn't feel high. The jokes were not funny at all to me.
You're just boring.
Okay.
You just have no
I'm
sense of
sorry.
humor.
I'm
There
sorry.
was plot holes galore. Like, why was
He was
Joe
just standing
Pesci
in
sitting
the
in the
house.
house for the first
Which,
20
when I
minutes
was
of
a
this
kid, I
movie?
didn't even
Because
notice.
he thinks they're a cop. He
Yeah,
thinks he's an undercover
but
cop.
so what? Why the hell?
He was
Why are
standing
you
like-
letting a cop
Because
just sit in your house?
It just shows that the it's different times.
That's
Okay,
what I was saying
we
to
are in
Justin.
Middle America.
No.
no, wait, okay, no.
He
we
just
are,
stood
we
there
are, we
for like
no, we
30
are.
minutes and nobody
And it was
said
showing
anything.
how
No, they did
disorganized
say
and
something.
chaotic
Oh,
the
hi,
house
I'm a
was.
cop. Are you arrested?
Yeah, but
No,
they just let him hang out there. Didn't even.
It was showing that the house was so chaotic.
yeah, the
that-
house is so chaotic.
That's
Okay.
how-
There's no house in the world that's so chaotic that you see a cop just sitting in your house.
But he
It's
says
meant to be,
something.
like,
He
it's
got-
not
the
meant to
par-
be realistic.
And listen.
Why does it have to be
You have-
realistic?
It
okay.
doesn't have to be real. Like, it's
It's clearly like
All right, Justin, we're not going to hang on this for too long because I don't want to be talking about the police officer plot holes. But I'll just say this. You're in a house with 2, 3, 4 parents. 4, all right? Uncle, aunt, dad, mom. There's like 12 kids in the house. The parents are trying to fucking manage all this shit. They're not gonna notice a police officer right away. And the dad does notice police officer. He asks them, "Oh, what are you doing? What am I arrested or something?" He's like, he gives the excuse. He gives an excuse that he's saying, "Oh, I'm just checking up for the holidays to see where."
That's the stupidest excuse I've ever heard in my life, too. He's
Alright.
just going to house to make sure that their alarm equipment is up to par. What?
How? Oh,
It
you know what?
sounds like-
I'm
okay,
done.
it's like-
this is what we're
it's
talking about for
Justin,
Home
you're
Alone. We
hanging-
should.
you're hung up on
You're
the
hung up on the
stupidest
stupidest
detail.
shit.
All right,
Okay.
fine. If we move past this,
like you could find a plot hole in every
Let's move
movie,
past
but
this.
since you
let's
don't like this movie, you're just looking
let's
for a
talk
plot hole.
about
how did the
let's-
mom leave her kid here?
All right, hold on.
How did?
That's-
Hold on,
it's
hold on.
meant-
I'll
it's
explain. I'll explain. This
How
is
do you leave a
ridiculous.
kid?
This is ridiculous. We are not talking about the plot holes of Home Alone here.
It's
okay.
so stupid.
It is-
to even think
this
about them.
this is a
Let's talk about the. It's
okay, Justin.
How do you leave your
I'm sorry.
son?
I'm Justin. I'm sorry, but
Why does it have to be
listen.
realistic? Watching this movie with Justin was impossible. He sucked all
I
of the
can
fun out
I
of
can
this
tell,
movie.
man. This is terrible.
I
How
didn't
can
even
you
enjoy
trash
watching it?
Let me just finish this thought. How do you
What?
leave your son home when you go to Paris?
Why
Alright.
does it have to be realistic?
All right.
It doesn't have to be realistic. I just feel like I didn't care about any of the characters because it was just like like the mom was like terror. Like I just feel like
Okay, I have something to say about that because I have a strong feeling about Catherine O'Hara's performance in this and how she fucking. Okay. First off, she leaves the kid because they're rushing.
And also he was
The power goes out. They go through explicit detail to make sure that they think that Kevin's on the thing. First off, the power goes out. The alarm clock is out. They oversleep, they rush.
The neighbor
so
comes
when you're
over.
rushing, have you ever rushed to make a plane? Have you ever rushed to make it to somewhere?
Ethan.
Have you ever forgotten something when you were rushing? And then they do the head count in the vans, where they do the head count and they count all the people in the vans.
And the neighbor
they
looks like the sun.
Yeah, the neighbor looks like the sun.
Okay.
So if you have all the kids there and you know that everyone is there, just go. You're trying to make a plane.
Ethan.
Yes.
Let's say we're going on vacation together,
Yeah.
right? And it's us and like all of our friends, everybody we hang out with, right? If
12 people?
Yeah. Well, how
If
many,
I didn't
how many
notice if
people do we hang out
12
with?
people, if I didn't notice if 12 people,
How
and
many
it was
people?
my,
Like,
Okay, but what
let's
if
just
it's
say it's
your
everyone
son?
that, like, let's say there's a good amount of us, right?
Yeah.
If you knew I was gonna be there, we were talking beforehand, and then somehow I'm just not on the plane. You wouldn't even think twice about it if you just turned around and didn't see me there, and
But
you
why
knew I was going with you on
analyze it
vacation.
Like this? Why do you have to analyze
Why
it
do
so
you- it's a
deeply?
Christmas
It's a
movie.
Christmas kids movie.
Listen.
Why is
I
it so
can
deep?
go,
Why can't you just enjoy it?
Why is the kid all alone with this grandma in the house with Bad Santa?
Thank you.
Why
Please,
why
thank
why
you
why
so
is
much,
how
Ethan.
how
Thank
is
you.
how is
The
this
dad
man
is in
Thank you very
jail.
much.
The
how is
dad's
this
in
man
jail.
how
Oh,
is
but
this
then-
can I just
yeah,
tell you
how
why
is that
why
allowed?
can I just tell you why I like this film?
Okay.
Okay. The premise is brilliant. As a kid,
I like it for
as
sexy
a kid,
Pesci.
the premise is brilliant.
Who?
As a kid,
Sexy Pesci.
okay.
I just feel like this feels like one of those movies where I'm saying where I feel like if you're a kid, there's a lot of enjoyment, but as watching it at an older age, I just feel like the jokes didn't land to me. It wasn't funny. I didn't care what the characters. I didn't feel like a big beating heart in the middle of it. I didn't. How do I feel a big?
I also think it's
how
because
am I
you didn't
supposed to-
grow up with the movie.
Yeah, but how am I supposed to feel a big heart when it's just like none of the characters were fleshed out enough for me to care about any of them?
I thought Catherine O'Hara was great in this. I think
She
as a
left her
concerned
kid
mother,
home
but right as she
and
realized
went to Paris.
right as she realizes that she's forgotten Kevin, she is immediately resentful. Immediately.
Why wouldn't she be?
I
it's not
know,
like she was a
but like
shitty
it's
person,
not like
Justin.
it's not like she did that on purpose. She just forgot.
It's like it was meant to be like
Okay,
absurd.
fine.
Like,
if
you lost your
anything,
kid.
you should be going at the sequel because she did it twice.
No matter what, it's like non-justifiable to leave your kid home and go to Paris. But regardless, I just feel like if you have an attachment to this movie as a yearly Christmas movie, or
Yeah.
if you're a kid and the Home Alone thing, eating snacks, it's cute. But I just feel like I want to be respectful to it because I know it has a lot of fans. I just feel like from a filmmaking standpoint and like from somebody watching this from like an outsider's perspective, I didn't feel a heart. I thought the
certain-
jokes were kind of corny too, and the slapsticky, and
You didn't like the traps. You didn't like. That's what
the
makes
one trap I liked was with like the marionettes. I thought that was cool.
Oh, that was like when he was having the house party.
It looked like puppets. He was
Oh.
like controlling like.
but not like the actual traps that like people remember the movie for. Like
I
you
like
know
when he had like the chicken on.
when the
like
home invasion stuff happens.
The chicken feathers on him.
Again,
This is crushing me. I'm so
I don't hate it. Again, I just feel like like what Lily said earlier. It's just like I don't have a connection to it as a kid. I feel like it was like a situation of like wrong place, wrong time for me. I'm judging it from like an actual film because I didn't have that.
as an
connection
actual
with
film,
it.
it's pretty good though.
I mean, I hate to be this guy, but even if you look at like what most like critics and people say about it, it's not like it doesn't have great like reviews.
It's a good movie though. What's bad about it? How can you? Hate
I didn't
this
think
movie?
I didn't think that, no. I think most of the jokes did not land.
Okay, but it's not a comedy. It's not a full comedy, and you're gonna hate the movie entirely for being.
If it's not a
bad joke?
comedy,
It's
if
not a
it's
full
supposed to be
comedy.
like this big heartfelt Christmas movie, I didn't
Yeah.
feel heart. What did you
Alright.
did you feel more heart in Big Santa or Home
Well,
Alone?
I feel more heart in Home Alone because I like grew up with it.
No, but I
Yeah.
mean like
But I guess if I was like watching both blindly, I can't really say honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I've watched this movie so many times. I'm
Big
kind of
Santa
like,
has like an emotional core. Him and the kid, and he almost died, but he wanted to give the kid the gift. I
Yeah.
just feel like
Yeah, but
this
there's
it
something
just
so
felt
Christmassy
so
about
wooden.
Home Alone. There's something more Christmassy about Home Alone.
That's fine.
Because,
It could feel more Christmassy because it's everyone's Christmas
yeah,
movie.
because
Yeah.
everyone
but
grew up.
I just feel like from an outsider looking.
You didn't-
in,
okay.
It felt
what you didn't. Did you buy into like? You didn't buy into Catherine O'Hara's trying to. I feel like part of the movie is also Catherine O'Hara's as the mother trying to get back to her son, and the scenes where she's like arguing
In the airport.
Yeah. And the scene when she's on the cops and she's like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh hi, it's you again. The cop scene is
yeah.
hilarious. You didn't find the cop scene hilarious when they just are nonchalant and she's like freaking out.
She's like, okay, we'll check on your kid, man.
Yeah, and notice when the cop is eating the donut.
And it gets on the microphone.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know.
Wait, what's the movie where the guy turns into Santa?
The Santa Claus.
Yeah, Tim
Is that
Allen.
what you're thinking of?
Yeah.
Those kind of hit, honestly. When I was
Those
a kid, I
hit,
used to
yeah.
like those.
I like those movies.
But again,
Wait.
for every kid who likes
The Santa Claus hits, but Home Alone
That's what I'm
doesn't.
trying to
No,
say.
Get
no,
the hell out of here. Get the hell.
You know what he said?
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
watch something when the main character's a kid. He said that. That's what he said.
No.
Wait, did you like Macaulay Culkin's performance? You didn't think that was a great kid's
No, it was a
performance?
great kid's performance.
Yeah.
But no, I take that back. Like, I don't know. I didn't love the movie, but I'm respect. Like, I don't want to shit on it too much. I get why people like it. I know it's a classic. It just, I think if people took away the idea of like this being part of their life and just viewed it as like a movie, I think people would have a different perception of it.
I think that the fact that it is a Christmas movie, because you can make a movie about a kid being alone in a house on any other day. Think about that. But
That's
the fact
true.
that it is a Christmas movie, and it's such a unique premise for a Christmas movie. I don't know. You don't like.
Again, I said I think the premise is cute. I do.
You just thought it was lacking in the laughs, in comedy,
in heart, and character,
how,
and style.
What do you mean, and style?
The only
And
thing,
style, the style is that it's comfy. The style,
It's the
Chris
house.
Columbus, who directed the first two Harry Potter movies.
yeah.
I feel like the Home Alone movies and those movies kind of share a similar
He
DNA.
did better in Harry Potter, personally. Like, I feel like that.
I think it just as sure. And you know why a lot of people distinguish like Harry Potter movies for Christmas?
Yeah.
I feel like he has a big reason to do with that because
Yeah.
he has a sentimental like taste.
It's like a homey feeling.
Yeah, and
I thought
the
the
scene
stuff
when
with
he's
the
in
old man.
Yeah.
I actually found those to be somewhat heartful.
Oh, the
It's my
neighbor.
least favorite part of the
Oh, really?
movie. I like the old man. He's nice, but like it didn't need it. It didn't. It didn't
I
need
feel
the
like
old man.
it didn't
And
need
you
it.
especially did
I
not
thought it
need.
was
feel like it
cute.
totally
You did not
didn't
need
need
the
it.
pigeon lady in the
No. But
Wait,
when
but she's actually iconic though. When you
the
think
pigeon
back.
lady is iconic, but
when he waved
Like
to
for
the
some
old
reason,
man
as a
at
kid,
the
that
end.
like I like remember.
yeah,
that so
the
much.
pigeon lady. She has like no friends too. I remember like just being
that's the
laughing.
second one. That's the
yeah.
second one.
Sitting in
right?
like the attic of some opera place.
Yeah,
When the old man and him waved to each other at the end of the movie, I thought I like that.
but you didn't like when he embraces the hug with his mother.
No, I just
I'm
definitely
sorry,
did.
but like Catherine O'Hara is brilliant in this movie. She's an underrated actress, and like
I'm not
I
saying
love.
she's a bad actress. I just don't think I didn't think this was.
You
a
didn't
role.
buy in. You didn't buy into the role.
Maybe
You
it's
didn't
the
think
writing.
the role.
I don't know. I didn't.
Like-
No begging. There's no.
There
her,
is begging. She's begging. She's selling her
Okay.
jewelry. There's a scene where she's begging. You're not bringing. Come
She
on.
left her kid. How
You got to get over
But
that.
that's the
She made a
point. That's-
mistake.
The point is that
She
left
feels
Her...
so bad. She's literally sleeping at an airport to get back to her son.
It's a metaphor for mothers being depressed.
Yeah, sure. Well, like, what would you change about it? Would you make fun of your jokes? Joe Pesci as I feel like the casting is great. I feel like the
Joe
direction
Pesci was underused in my opinion.
under you.
No,
He was like the main guy. Like
no,
he was
but
in
I
it
feel
so
I feel like
much.
he like I just wanted to watch Goodfellas after I saw this.
Okay, sure. This came out the same year as Goodfellas.
Did
What
it?
a year.
Wait, did it actually?
Yes.
But he looks so different in Goodfellas than he does in
He has a
this movie.
wig on in Goodfellas.
Well, again,
I don't know. I love
talk
this
about
movie.
your love.
I love Kevin McAllister is just an icon.
I love-
He's
there's
a
so many
fucking
iconic
icon,
lines.
dude. And this movie is iconic. Every single moment. The Micro Machines scene. The laundry scene. The fucking.
I don't
lines.
get the aftershave thing.
It's like supposed.
It
to
hurts. It stings.
Yeah, but
I was
he
younger, I-
doesn't even shave.
Yeah, but if you put it on yourself, it's gonna.
It
hurt.
only hurts if you shave.
Yeah.
'cause
That's what Justin
Yeah.
told me. And then I like when
Yeah.
I was younger, I
It
thought
It hurts because
aftershave
it goes
always
into
hurt.
your
Yeah,
skin.
it goes into
but
your skin.
If he's not shaving, it doesn't hurt.
Do not fucking ruin this
I think they
fucking
did that on
movie for
purpose.
me.
You don't think?
No, I don't think. I think that was just like
A fluke.
a fluke, maybe. The Santa Claus scene when he's like talking to and another thing too. This movie never. A lot of Christmas movies always say like, "Oh, Santa's real." This movie never explicitly says that Santa's real or not. And he's alone on Christmas. He gets no presents.
He doesn't even care.
He doesn't even care.
He
They just kind of don't mention that he gets no presents. But
he asked
like
for his family
this
back.
movie, as a kid, this movie
he
outright
did get
said
a gift. He got his
He asked for
family
his
back.
family back.
That's what he said he wanted.
But you watch the movie, you clearly see that wasn't magic. They actually got on.
But the kid doesn't know that.
The kid doesn't know, but a kid watching it does.
That's true.
So like this movie outright doesn't say that like, oh, there's no Santa Claus.
Did that impact you when you watched it? Like,
No, I never realized
noticed that
I
either.
never noticed that, but it kind of does. But like I was bringing back the scene when he's talking to the Santa Claus right before right before Christmas Eve, right before he does the traps. I really like that scene when he's talking to. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Bad Santa in a way when he the guy just gives him like a fucking Tic Tac for a toy and shit like that. And he's
the Tic Tac.
Did you like that scene?
I did.
Yeah.
Don't spoil your dinner.
Yeah, don't spoil your dinner. And
The
like,
Tic Tac thing was cute. I thought because like that guy seemed like a sleazy, but he actually seemed like he felt bad for the kid.
yeah,
at the
and
end,
like
yeah.
Kevin, you got to forget, like Kevin's a kid,
Yeah.
and he's still, and when he said like, oh, I know you're not the real Santa, I know you just work for him, and you tell like it's so cute. How could you hate on Kevin?
No, I like that scene.
There's a lot of scenes. The scene where he steals the toothbrush.
Kevin's scream was cute too.
Yeah, the screen is great. The scene where he steals the toothbrush. The gangster scene. I'm mentioning all these fucking great ass scenes.
I said I like the gangster scenes with the movie.
This is the whole. I'm literally
Fun
mentioning
fact.
the whole movie, Justin.
Do you know they made those scenes just for
Yeah,
the
that's
movie?
not a real movie.
I guess I liked individual scenes, but as a whole, I just didn't like it.
So it's more of a good clip thing.
Yeah, I like
But like
the movie
think
gangster scenes.
think
I
about
like the
it.
scenes
When
with
you're
the
when you're
sleazy
watching
Santa.
when you're really watching this movie, when are you really watching this? You're watching it with family, you're watching it with loved ones, you're watching it while doing other things. So I feel like
if it's on in the background, fine. But me
Yeah.
and Lily were just like sitting here watching this movie. I was like, I'd rather be watching anything else right now.
it's
Like to just sit down and watch it.
yeah.
Versus like having it on
Fair
in the
enough.
background.
Fair enough. Have you watched it a lot as a kid? Because you didn't, right?
I've seen it like 3 times, 4 times,
Okay.
maybe.
But that's a lot for you, right?
When I was a kid, you know, it was just a movie that would be on at Christmas and stuff. But it was when I was young. I didn't remember it much at
That's
all.
why you
But
didn't
like
like
that's
it as
why I
much.
like the
get it.
movie.
I definitely get it.
I essentially like the movie because it's iconic and the iconography of it, and it captures the magic of Christmas and being a kid around Christmas perfectly to me. Even more than like A Nightmare Before Christmas. That's
Definitely.
more like of a whimsical thing. But like to see, like to have a movie, it's the best movie besides Christmas Story. Christmas Story is also really good, but it is that and Christmas Story are like the best movies that highlight what it's like to be a kid around Christmas. Truly.
I actually never really liked A Christmas Story.
I think it's great. But I can see why people don't like it.
When I was a kid, I didn't
It's very
like it.
episodic. But like Home Alone, it's just is a classic, and the robbers are great. The family is probably a little bit forgettable, I'll admit, except for Buzz.
And Uncle.
And the uncle, of course. Actually, oh no, what the fuck? The McAllister family is. You're making me convince myself that the McAllister family isn't memorable. All the
You're
McAllisters
what
are
the
memorable.
French call les incompetents.
Les compétents.
I remember before you were saying I know all the members of the McAllister from that.
Yeah. You're trying to make me
Don't let
convince.
him rub off on
No,
you.
I'm not gonna make that rub off on me. And the kid that always pisses himself, Kevin. That's actually another Culkin, by the way.
Oh, really?
The Glasses, quintessential Christmas movie, you're asking me. And we didn't really talk about the sequel. I think you would like the sequel a little bit more. It's a lot more. It's a lot more funny because you have Tim Curry and Rob Schneider in that whole hotel. You remember the hotel bit?
I remember the
Donald
bird
Trump
lady.
has a
Donald
cat.
Trump has a
Trump's
cat.
in it, yeah.
But like, there's a whole because I actually did rewatch the second one too, and I think it's slightly worse than the first one, but it's because it's essentially a rehash of it. The first one.
I remember the park, Central Park.
Yeah,
So vivid. I remember that as a kid.
But I love the hotel scenes in the second one. That's like the new thing
Isn't
they
that
added.
Donald
And
Trump's
it's like
hotel?
funny because
It's-
like
it's-
every
no, it's
kid
not.
loves
It's not.
the
I
house,
just
and then
something
he
else.
gets
I remember
the-
he's
he
at
gets
the hotel.
Yeah,
room
he's at the
service.
hotel. But Tim Curry is just great as the hotel receptionist. And,
He's it.
He is it. Yeah. And in the second one, now that I'm older now, New York City really isn't like special to me. Like it doesn't seem as magical as it once was. But this movie,
New York City,
I don't know,
shut the fuck up. New York City is the greatest city in the whole world.
it is. It still is, and it's still special to my heart. But as a kid,
Excuse my French.
but as a kid, it seemed a lot more grandiose.
Well, yeah, it
You
feels like
know?
a small town more so
Yes,
than it once
exactly.
did. Yeah.
But I think that this movie captures it well. What is it like to, how amazing would
kid.
it be
Oh,
to be a
that's
kid
true.
in the fucking
Yeah.
city? He visits.
As a kid, it felt like the way it did in that movie. I'd
and the
imagine,
montages are great. It's just,
When he goes in that Christmas store.
it's as good as a Home Alone sequel can get.
From what I remember
And
from
the
it,
Christmas Story reminded me of a little bit. It reminded me of Harry Potter vibes because the music. John Williams also does the music for Harry Potter and this.
Yeah. Well, from what I remember from Home Alone 2, him being lost in New York, like you said, I feel like it does capture like a kid's perception of what the city's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfectly. And the fact that they got Joe Pesci and I forget.
Are they in the second one too?
Yeah.
Oh.
They play the robbers, which is great. You couldn't have other robbers. You can't recast them. They're perfect. I just think, to me, it's like the perfect Christmas movie. It's the perfect. It's not too cheesy, but it is cheesy. It has the vibes. The score is great. I love John Williams' score. I would give the first one an 8.
The score is good.
Yeah, I would give the first one an 8. I would give the second one a 7.
I would give the first one a 5.
Okay. And you didn't see the second one, so Lily, what would you give?
I would give the first one a 7.5 and the second one an 8.
All right. Well, I guess we can get into like the question time. Who gave the best performance out of all these movies?
I'm biased, I guess, because I picked this movie, but Billy Bob Thornton.
All right.
Or I think Danny Elfman's also really good in Number 4 Christmas.
Kevin McAllister, he was a kid.
Yes. Come on. I gotta give it to Kevin. I gotta give it to Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin. Yeah.
Kevin McAllister is a fucking icon. Think of how many child performances are actually iconic. I can only think of like a few.
That's true.
Sixth Sense.
He was really good.
He is good in that. I can't
Haley
take
Joel
that away.
Osment is great in Sixth Sense. This one is up there.
I know, I agree. Macaulay Culkin's really good in that.
And I want to shout out Catherine O'Hara for playing a really good concerned mother. Twice. And I bought it twice. I felt bad twice. Even though I really realistically should be mad that he forgot him the second time. How can you get... Okay. I don't know. I can't believe you got mad at the mother for leaving this kid. They went into explicit detail to make sure that you understand that she forgot him.
You can't believe that I got mad at the mom for leaving her kid.
Yes, but they didn't
in America
like,
when she takes a
she
plane
didn't
to
just,
Paris.
Forget casually.
Oh my God! If you forget something on your Paris trip, you will never hear the end of it.
It's a person.
Yeah, but do you understand that she did a head count and she realizes that she forgot Kevin on the plane? It's not even that she
Justin,
went.
I get what you're saying. That
I don't have a kid,
your
but
mom
if
would,
I ever did, I would never forget my
I know.
kid.
I know what you mean. That you would see your kid before,
Yeah.
but it's not. What I'm trying to say is it's not meant to be like realistic. So I don't know why you're so hung up over it. It's like meant to be absurd.
Yeah.
Best fit.
Best fit.
Come on, don't even ask that question. Lindsay Lohan in the pink outfit.
I would give it.
I was gonna say Jack Skellington's outfit.
Oh. Come on, give it to Lindsay.
No, Jack Skellington's outfit's fire.
I'll give it to Jack Skellington. He got style.
Oh, you switched?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I hated Falling for Christmas. I just wanted to rip on that movie. I can't believe you liked that more than Home Alone.
I didn't like it. I gave Home Alone a better
I know,
rating.
but you still said you enjoyed it more than Home Alone.
I did have more like
Unbelievable. Best needle drop.
anything from Bad Santa.
Okay, Kidnapped to Santa Claus is my favorite song. I think it's... Or This Is Halloween. That's
This
where it
no.
This
started.
is Halloween, but also.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant
Like licensed song?
I thought you
music.
meant Mic Drop for some reason.
Mic drop. Oh.
But
The Home Alone
Needle
theme.
Drop. Yeah, This Is Halloween.
If you were to recast any actress from its prime that used to be like a washed up actress instead of Lindsay Lohan, who would you cast?
That's a good question.
Wait, so it has to be a.
It has to be like a washed up, like hasn't been in anything good in like a few years.
Debbie Ryan.
Because she's red hair too.
I'd say
Okay, Bella Thorne.
You guys are. Brent,
No, Debbie Ryan would actually hit.
I would.
This.
Okay, we're all picking. If we're
No,
going,
but Debbie
if we're-
Ryan.
She would hit this.
I was like,
Debbie
I was like joking about Bella Thorne.
Just
if we're gonna
humor
pick-
me.
You're
You're
Picture
actually
Debbie
right.
Ryan.
You're actually right.
is this because another redhead?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But she is
If we're
like
talking about
sweeter than
Disney
Lindsay
Channel
Lohan,
stars-
so it like works.
I would definitely choose like Brenda Song. Come on now,
I
London
can't see
Tipton.
her in this role though.
She's
I could,
rich.
actually, I
She's
could.
a rich person.
actually-
No,
That's
you're right,
literally
you're right.
perfect.
I could see her do
Come
that
on.
half, but I can't see her do the other half.
The other half, the amnesia part.
Yeah.
There's
The
actually a
point
movie.
was-
Wait, there's actually a shitty ass movie where Brenda Song plays a woman with amnesia. All right, future Ethan here. The movie's called Secret Obsession. It stars the Allstate commercial guy, and it's awful. So
I guess
It fits
you've
the
been
bill.
wrong.
It fits. I forgot what
I
it's
I didn't
called.
see it, but I think
I
vote
stand by Debbie Ryan too.
You know, that's a good one because that's like, hey, I haven't heard at least
Yeah.
Brenda's song. I'm like, oh, London Tipton.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Jesse.
yeah. Well, she was also on Sweet Life on Deck too.
She was.
All right. For Home Alone 3, where's it taking place? Where's Kevin getting lost next? This will be the last question.
Paris.
I was thinking Paris too. Maybe Australia.
No.
Home Alone in the Outback.
Paris fits
Ohio.
in perfectly with like the first movie because
Oh,
Yeah.
full circle. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow.
the next time they actually go to Paris successfully
And they
then
forget
forget
him.
him in Paris. Yeah.
That'd be great that they already went on vacation.
Yeah.
But then
no,
that would
they should
ruin
make
that.
a movie with
but-
Macaulay Culkin today where he leaves his kid in Paris. Boom.
I feel like that would have.
I feel like
they
Lost in
would've done
Japan
that.
would hit.
Tune in next week for a special double episode of the 3 Shelf Podcast.